family name in Kedrick von Constantine. Big name. Yeah, long family name. Lots of action here though. Ultimates galore. Defense attempted over here by Team Purple.
This is coming through. Team S major base. They were all wiped out. I don't know how long the... Oh, is this the win?
We got the base race window and everything.
It is a base race, but it looks like Team Purple is going a little faster. And that is the victory for Team Purple. That was fantastic.
Team Purple evening the scoreboard. We got a classic base race in our semifinal. I could not be more ecstatic.
We saw lots of enthusiasm coming out of Team Purple up on the stage as well. Yet another very exciting matchup. Only in the semifinals, like you were saying. I mean, I will take it because that means whoever does make their way through to finals, it is going to be incredibly close, very well fought, and very well deserved to whoever takes home that top prize. Now, we still have to check in with the bracket at some point so we can give everybody an update on the scores. But of course, don't forget that all of our streamers up here are all streaming their POVs as well. So if you guys want to jump back around from their streams on your phone to check out what we've got going on in here, you can keep up to date with everything on your own as well. Ooh, okay. I'm being told that we're jumping straight into the next game. We want to keep the action going on the other side of things. The other game, not the next game. Hannah Rose's game number 2. All right, versus Kratzy. So let's check out what they've got going on. I don't even know how far into it they are.
Yeah, it's still going. I wonder what the game state is right now. So it looks like there's no more towers anywhere to be seen. Still some crystals available for Team Hannah Rose.
Just a little bit. Looks like Team Hannah Rose is in the lead right now, but not by much.
Oh, and they're on this map. I was so excited to see this map.
This is a really cool map. Look at all the fire.
Nice, he's dead.
Nice.
There's no way. Oh my god.
I'm really low, to be honest.
I know. Sneak is mid with an arrow.
We are 22 minutes into the game, so if we're basing this off what we know so far, everyone should be scaled up pretty effectively. Damage output. We're kind of in that one fight territory once again, like the last time that we saw.
Yeah, all the wither towers are gone. Looks like all of the crystals are gone as well. These are bear dragons. These are naked dragons right now.
Naked.
He's not moving.
They're
He wasn't moving.
embarrassed.
That was crazy.
One of them's like, get me out of here, please. We'll see who ends up being the first to do it.
It's just a fight in the middle. Just everyone going after everyone. Looks like Team Hannah Rose might have the numbers advantage right now. Foolish getting some great shots. Double kill just from sniping people from so far away.
Been doing that all day too, feels like. Even in the first game, he was getting some long shots.
Talented boy right there.
I mean, that is a nice thing, like being in a place where I have played with this range in other modes, and now when it's worked so in a kit.
Me and Hannah just killed each other.
Hannah and Boom are taking down each other right there.
The direct trade, as direct as you can get. I just want to know how they're playing around because like, with this map, there's so much interesting opportunities for volatility within these fights. Use it to your advantage. Try and output even more damage.
Now, do you have to avoid the fire? Does the fire hurt? Will the lava kill you? I want to know these things.
That's what I was wondering when reading the descriptions and things. It sounded like that may be one of the things here. So I'm kind of waiting to see somebody just get pushed or walk across.
Right in there, yeah.
Is it better to bring like Ingus a fire base mate, or is it not better if you can do damage from the fire because you already kind of have AoE plus?
That is true.
Hannah's just running me down.
Oh, Sneak trying to back Hannah off of him. Sneak surviving for now. Just trying to snipe behind him. He's saying stay away. Don't get any closer.
Get back! Get back! Just remain behind the zombie
Plus
wall.
how surviving. That was amazing. Oh, we have Team Dave trying to take down more of the crystals. They are attacking the dragon right now. Can they get this done?
There's not many here that are holding the defense, and they're making sure to stay directly on the objective.
Dave trying to protect Tapple here. Tapple going in for the headshots on the dragon. There is so little left on that dragon.
Oh, but the timers are getting there. Over 20 seconds till he spawns.
It's this again.
Oh my god.
There's just a rewind.
Playing it back the same way.
Oh! And it happened again!
Team Anna
We didn't even know. We didn't even see it.
So wow.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa, so that means right here off bat for one of our semifinals, we had a 2-0.
And 2 comebacks.
That was amazing. Late game specialists in the house.
Right? They must just be playing better under pressure right now. And if it's working, don't change anything.
Definitely.
Yeah. I think that's the right thing to do. Even when hearing Hannah talk in her interview earlier with Reflections, and she's saying, oh yeah, and then later, and I started hitting some of the camps, and it felt good, feeling the level up and feeling that power. We obviously here within the audience weren't watching the first portion of the game, but I wonder how much they indexed into that and said, that worked well before, let's not get rattled if some of our own structures are eliminated early on, because we know how to play around that power spike.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's take a look back here at some of the big highlights from these games, because there were some great moments.
Puns again, stealing it for Team Hannah Rose. Oh my God. Definitely MVP.
Yes. That's one of the ones where I would love to go back and watch the streamers' perspectives to hear the call in those moments.
And then, of course, obviously all of the celebration there at the end. Everyone very happy with their performance. But it's time for the Verizon checkpoint. Verizon lets you kick lag off the leaderboard. Experience high, ultra high speed, low latency gaming on Verizon 5G Ultra Wideband in select cities. Now, Reflections is checking in with Sylvie.
We're not gonna lose one.
All right, so Sylvie, well done. You did it again. Look, the crowd is pumped up. They're happy. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling energized. I'm the best. My ego is peaked. I'm so much better than everyone.
Right? And Sylvie, you can honestly say that at this point in time, right? Because those were 2 massive comebacks. You 2-0'd Kratz, and you did a wonderful job. But you were slaying out.
I was on defense in the back, but yeah.
No, you had a couple of kills, though. You were still making it happen. Look.
You know, it happens. It's not difficult for me, you know.
But defense sometimes is better than offense, okay? Because you were protecting everything back there.
Yeah. You know, we would have lost if they killed the dragon, so I would say that it was all me that won, but that's just me.
I love it. Sylvie, everybody, isn't she incredible? So I guess that's a 2-0 victory, which means you're going to be moving forward. Either way, though, it's been a big learning experience. I'm sure of it. Has there been any learning curves for you and your roster?
Well, I've never played League before, so it's a little confusing on like directions and stuff, and I'm a tank, so I don't know. But it's fun. I feel like we're doing pretty well. I have a good team leader and leaders. All of them are leaders. So I'll just do what they say, and it's good. I'm having fun.
Who's the most vocal on your roster?
Vocal?
Like IGL-wise, who's calling the action? Who's saying you need to be here and you need to be there?
I think whatever Hannah says, I listen to.
Whatever Hannah says, you listen to. Can you blame her, Sylvie? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Glitter, we're going to go back to you.
Listen, it just seems that the resounding theme right now is still confidence out of Team Hannah Rose.
I was already a Sylvie fan, and now I'm a big Sylvie fan.
Right? All right. Well, that was a lot of Minecraft action so far. We have more in store, so don't go anywhere because this is Twitch Rivals live from TwitchCon.
Savage. Power, trust, intelligence.
Stealth style.
Savage performance. True power controls both.
Legion. Look at us.
I can't believe I lost.
Mistakes.
Nobody.
Nope.
Keep talking. I can't hear you.
I should probably stop.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new homestyle French toast sticks.
With one of the best saving rates in America, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than this.
Welcome back, everyone, to the TwitchRivals Arena presented by Verizon, live from TwitchCon. Game number 3, match number 3. The last one we are waiting on to decide who will be heading into the finals is already going. So I'm going to kick it right on over to the casters so we can get back into it.
Not to mention the clashing of our predictions for who's going to take the entire thing. No big deal, no big deal.
So right.
It's me.
It's me.
Team Purple. But I think, I mean, ultimately, it's been so fun watching everyone take on this mode in different ways from each lobby that we've hopped into. And we'll see who ends up coming through here. We're 5 minutes in.
I'm already just going straight for Jerry. The Sparkles reference.
Jerry's a great name.
Sorry, guys, I'm upgrading your armor, but we do like
Right,
that.
so-
These are getting so
I'm
low.
trying to just protect this area, trying to make sure people don't advance.
We are also, once again, on a different map here. I believe this is the ley line. So kind of the jungle-themed, ancient temple type vibe that is used anytime there's a tiebreaker or basically a series goes the distance.
I'm attacking the
That's
slime in
great.
the
So
middle.
Fruitberries here is actually pressing shift. That means his name won't show through the wall. So he's trying to sneakily kill Jerry for his team. Will it work? I'm not sure. It looks like maybe the other players are trying to keep the other team busy while he sneaks Jerry. So we'll see if it works.
Jerry also, contrary to the other tier 3, seems like there's a bit more of an encasing in terms of that coverage when you're trying to go for this major objective. Whereas, for instance, we just came from a map the last time that they were playing that was so open and it was so obvious anytime that a team was going to go for a play.
We're gonna get jumped here. We're gonna get jumped
Yeah,
with
this
our
one
gold.
you don't really see it as much, which I like about all the different map arrangements. You can't really tell what's going on.
The lack of information is sometimes your most powerful ally if you play it right.
I think purple can tell there's something happening in there.
There's also sometimes this idea that's often talked about in MOBAs where, oh, the lack of information gives you information of, I don't see them here, they must be here. If you're looking out in this open area and, hey, I've only seen 2 of their players this entire time, they're probably over on Jerry, or at least someone is.
5-up trying to sneak one of the Wither towers here. No one else in sight. He's just going for it.
Definitely doing so. Taking quite a bit of damage in the process.
He's definitely gonna die, like, before he gets anywhere.
But that may be purposeful. Team 5-up going for the strategy. If I can get a heavy hit, and then our timers aren't that long yet when it comes to respawning. So
that's completely true.
Along with Team S Major, we have Owen, who is playing that Great Mage. I feel like we've seen a lot of Great Mage, but not a lot of the prominent Great Mage moments, you know? It's like a lot of Banjax finishes.
I really want to see a Great Mage moment.
Who doesn't like a Mage moment? Who doesn't like a little bit of magic in their life?
Yeah.
We're here for it, you know, at TwitchCon. A magical place, a magical convention for magical times to be had, but...
Purple playing Froska. I've noticed a lot of the players are sticking with their initial character choices, you know?
There's something to be said about when
Party
you make those
mode.
switches. Let's go!
Let's go, party mode!
Everybody here in the audience is welcome to the party. Everyone in Twitch chat at home is welcome to the party. You love to see it.
And I love seeing all the names on all the animals. It's like, oh my god, I was just killed by purple. Everyone just dances. That's amazing.
A little bit of dancing. You got Banjax. See, look at the speed with which you can move when you're playing Banjax. Fruit Berry's doing exactly that to get up behind the enemies. An elimination here for JoJo onto 5-up, and Purple going down as well. So Team S Major garnering some advantages.
Fruit Berry's trying to get that stuck Ocelot, but to no avail.
Quite a little bit of tunneled onto gaining that gold, onto gaining that mana.
We have Team Purple trying to take down a little bit more of the Wither, but being responded to very immediately by Team S Major here.
Out of the fire. That was a quick party.
We got party mode again. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, so a lot right now, it seems, over for Team Purple. Very much focusing on these towers. Very, very much just wanting to try and will down a little bit of the damage.
Oh, taken down.
Yeah, so they have to defend right. They were doing that, and then it seems like the response from S Major's team is like, oh, you want to focus on it? We're going to try and focus the same as well.
Exactly.
Get a little bit it's interesting when one team kind of ushers the strategy and then the other team's response is to kind of go for the same thing, because you're saying, oh, you're over in this portion of the map, that leaves this opening, but you do have that recall capability if you have an inkling that something's going down in your own base.
I think I missed it. Did you see who took down Jerry?
I did not. I did not.
There.
Jerry will eventually spawn again, but
on that one, and then on the other. But JoJo doing a wonderful job right here.
Out of the Wither.
About to die. Oh, died right there. Get down to 4 parts. Not bad.
And there is something to be said, because a lot of times you'll have teams collapse upon one tower together so that you can maximize the damage output, because once you have that down, it's such an advantage. But you could say if you spread apart, then you're spreading thin the enemy's resources. They have to figure out who they want to target, but maybe they'll switch things up a little bit in the way they want to approach it the next time.
Amfrost taking down Orange Juice here. And we have Fruit Berry just jungling, trying to get up the gold, trying to get the mana for his ultimate.
I don't know why a name like Fruit Berries. I feel like this is the map where he belongs.
I have 3 on me on the
with all the berries.
Right. I'm just distracting
See all the flowers on the ground. I don't know. Thematically, it works for me.
We also have some more fruit with orange juice.
They're splitting back to you. They're splitting back to you. There's 2 of them gonna flank the mid people. Right now.
He's trying to give some information to his team.
Calling for the flank. He's actually calling that he was going to go flank at this point in time. Another tower attempted take right now. The defense of Team Purple standing strong. The captain putting in the work. 5UP also getting another kill, and everyone going into the upside down downtown in the base just to make this a chaotic place. It's all topsy-turvy, but we still gotta try and hit. Eventually, though, look, JoJo's popping off.
Let's go, JoJo. They almost killed that Wither Tower as well. That was rough. But they finally took them down. It's still barely hanging on, just by a thread.
Somebody just needs to come and go.
Just breathe on it. Yep.
I just got shot in the forehead.
JoJo trying to avoid these arrows. This is a good vantage point for any archery.
Yeah, I think you've got a great point there.
Oh,
just
that
really
so
using the verticality. I just think it's so funny.
I love this.
It's so good. It's so good.
Let's wait for Scott to put down the armor thing.
What
Right?
character is JoJo? What character is JoJo playing right now?
Yeah, I was trying to see down at the bottom, but we're coming back to normal now. Upside down period is over. Thank you again to chat, by the way, and everyone who's participating, using their channel points to add those different adventurous moments within our experience here. But it feels like, even when hearing these snippets from these content creators participating, their comms have almost gotten even more precise, even more call-oriented than before.
Purple takes down that he just breathed right on it. Destroyed it.
Good lung capacity put at work.
CBK taking him down. Oh, already took him down.
Immediate trade back of towers, though, so now
That
one
is
down
true.
on both sides.
Oh my god, we have everyone converted. Was that JoJo? I think that was JoJo.
I'm gonna get this getting a double kill right now on members of Team S Major. No, S Major, they're missing that middle tower, which a lot of times the middle tower is the most vulnerable and very commonly the priority in teams to take because of the way that you can move. I will say with these bases being a bit more congested and a limited distance between the towers, you don't feel that as much when you are actually engrossing upon that, but it is still nice because then if you do want to go for a split onto the other towers, then maybe you try and divide that attention a bit more.
Definitely. So it looks like people are just trying to level up, trying to get their coins, get their mana. They know a big fight is going to be coming soon. They want to be prepared.
Purple coming, getting the kill. I'm always, do it to him, show him.
Oh my god. Fruit's gonna say, all right, enough dancing.
So if you're gonna make yourself vulnerable like that, I'm gonna try to punish, but Purple is still going for it, getting the slaps of the stick. Goes down.
They're gonna use this time to go into Red's base, trying to get a little bit more on that Wither Tower. Not quite enough, getting taken down pretty immediately. But any damage is good damage, right?
Right, especially with the way these ones are operating, you can see still grayed out, still that damage remaining, because if there is anyone watching from mobile, sometimes you get a little regen depending where it is, but here you're rewarded for that work that you put in a bit early on. One of my favorite things is the creative ways people do decide to taunt their opponents in fights, and sometimes, you know, you can do that, and I think Purple gained some points with me for just dancing on him even if he went down.
I'm really curious who the shot callers are for each of these teams.
Yeah, I need help.
And I like when you were talking about kind of the archer angle in the center of the map before. The interesting thing about that verticality being in the center is it seems like some using it for that vantage point. You notice a lot of the players coming from there, circling around, scanning before they go onto the ground level, because look how much your field of vision is effective once you're down in the grass.
Oh yeah, the grass is so tall, the trees are in your way. Fruitberry's here trying to sneak a Wither Tower before anyone can see him. And he's getting out of there. He does not want to fight this.
Did put in some work though.
He's been jacked. He's very fast, able to get in, get out without losing any resources. Although he might lose his life here.
Amfrost with the defense here. So 2 of these turrets are down for the side of Team S Major. only one more Wither Tower remaining around their crystals and haven't been able to make as much leeway since they immediately traded that first tower. But it's still not dangerous territory yet, like we witnessed specifically with the Hannah Rose matches in which they emerged victorious. Is the late game within this mode is so strong.
Very true. I really want to hear a little bit of what everyone is saying. Like, what are they thinking right now? What is their strategy going into this right now?
I've been looking over at the cams to see when somebody might be talking. Let's hear what Fruitberries is having to say.
Just staring at me.
I think, yeah, they're gonna have one guy flanking. I think.
Somewhere, somehow. It does feel like they're having a bit of...
Oh. And Jerry has respawned, and he's named Grapefruit XOXO.
XOXO. Gossip Girl's in the house. Let's go. So Jerry coming on through. Early on, there was such an early take of Jerry that we didn't even get to see who exactly capitalized. But now that's up, and that means that a lot more of the attention will be drawn towards the center of the map.
So CPK trying to do a little bit of defense, trying to make sure there's no one coming up. But it looks like most of Team Purple is going for Jerry right now.
Who got the position advantage, but we still have some action around the base here. An attempted defense from Team S Major. They're trying to catch anyone from Team Purple that tries to encroach upon them. It's a lot of the long-range battle, though.
It is. Long range seems to be very advantageous on this map with the differing height levels of the terrain. It's a huge advantage to have. Purple trying to go in, saw that there's some distraction, wants to get down that Wither Tower, succeeds!
Yes, and now can immediately move to this crystal right now. Of course, he knew the whole time he was being chased by the enemy team, but you have to admire the way he kept focused on the objective, takes down a tower, trying to lead for the rest of the team now.
Oh, they're just knocking them down one by one. Team S Major really trying to respond, but having a difficult time.
Yes, they only have the singular crystal left for Team S Major. They have everyone they can, possibly defending this, but look, Antfrost doesn't care. Durable enough to get a decent amount of damage. Can't quite finish off just yet.
I think Antfrost was invisible there. I don't think they could see him. They're just wildly swinging, trying to hit anything.
The mage moment!
It worked. The mage moment worked.
Oh, now we're just waiting for that little finish it off. And of course, that means that the ultimate was used. It'll be quite some time before it can be used again. In fact, the game may even be over by then, because a lot of these are ending somewhat after that 20-minute mark, and we're currently just past 19.
We are just getting up to 20 minutes. We have a 1v1 versus Orange Juice and Purple. Purple taken down by Orange Juice.
Eliminated. The captain taking a temporary fall, and the high ground used here once again.
Bot tower under attack, 5 up, recalling back to respond. Jojo taking down everyone, trying to take down the end crystal inhibitor right now. Let's go, Jojo. Let's go.
Getting the kill on the enemy side of the map. That's very important, and does get eliminated on the retreat.
I got one other Wither, so
sniped by 5 up.
But she, so right there, you just heard Jojo saying that, okay, took down one of the Withers. So now there's only one more tower that is remaining for Team Purple.
Yes. We have Scott trying to defend their last crystal.
It's so weak,
It's just 1 heart. It's so sad.
It's hard because when that happens, sometimes you just have to leave someone in your base. Especially when there's a mage and you got banjacks going on. And
exactly.
There's 3 coming mid. There's 3 coming mid.
Yeah, so Team S Major's down 1 person because he's trying to defend so hard. So if there's a team fight away from the base, they're going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage.
See if anyone tries to bait one, you know?
I think they're playing a lot of defense. Watch out for the flank, though.
Still, there's all the camps spawning, right? Still a chance to get a bit more. Purple right now has the ultimate fully available. It seems like there will be quite a few, but there's no reason to rush in until you find that team moment to be able to do so.
He's trying to sneak around. Trying to, but he's going to go for that last inhibitor, but Jojo stopping him as Froska.
Jojo's been really good at getting these picks.
I think I saw one sneaking around, so.
Jojo is a cracked player. She's cracked at the craft.
Oh, yeah. I knew Jojo was cracked as soon as I saw the mouse.
We need someone
And
here.
I'm a big fan of the whole setup
I think we should
going
have two
on here.
FAs.
JoJo brought her own mouse and her own keyboard just to make sure she was at tip-top shape.
I admire that. That's what pro players do.
It
The
is.
most competitive out there must set themselves up for success, and I think we're seeing that through JoJo's play. But right now, an attempt on the crystal.
Fruitberries as Vinjax. You see how speedy he was trying to get that in-crystal inhibitor down for his team, trying to even it up a little bit.
Yep. Okay,
Finally taken down by Antfrost, though.
Dominated, and we're
Kill
on the side where
kill this person. We have to push. We have to push, I think.
Antfrost, you hear it calling saying we have to push, we have to push.
You guys have to
I
push
think
now.
that's a very good thing they should do right now.
You guys have to. You
Very
have
good
to
golden
push now.
apple. Very
Actually.
advantageous to have that.
I'll defend.
Making sure that this is the moment, right, where you have that kind of step down to be
You guys
able
have
to
this, you guys
prepare
have this.
yourself
Go,
for
go.
the fight as much as possible.
Definitely.
There's
JoJo
one
trying
person.
to sneak around.
There's one person protecting.
Is smelling that inhibitor. Really wants that. Can she make it though?
Slowly. Nobody seems to see.
She's going in right now, trying to just get that last little hit on the in crystal. She gets it down.
There it goes, taking on Antfrost as well. Can Jake
Takes down Antfrost. She's going for the next inhibitor.
The second one.
Taking that down as well. Going for the third. Can she take it?
What a play! What a play! That evens things up so much. Look, the dragon is vulnerable.
However, Red going for Blue's dragon. They need to turn around. They need to respond to this.
We got another
Both
one.
going for it. Looks like Blue is defending while Red is. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness, it is so tight.
Oh my
as
God.
soon as
Neither of them can get on the dragon right now. They're trying to do anything they can. Being just catapulted out of there.
multiple fights on opposite sides of the map.
Finally goes down. That was amazing.
She got so much though.
Are they both at, what is that, 2.5 hearts? 3 hearts?
Very, very similar in hearts at least.
Oh my God, my heart is pounding. Speaking of that.
I'm really impressed with the play that JoJo has made over the past few minutes, though. Whether it was it's not just being able to outduel, it's the strat and finding the opportunity to get in, evening out the objective scoreline between these two teams. This means now it's anyone's game.
I bet everyone just used all of their ultimates.
That's
right
true
there.
too.
Oh, we got Fruitberry
I'm going in,
sneaking
I'm going in,
around.
I'm going in.
Here's Vinjax. He is fast as heck. He is going for it. He gets pushed out. Oh, that was that. CBK also. Okay, never mind. Oh! Unbelievable! Team S Major advances to the next round.
Performing both in combat and a strategy, winning here in map number 3 of their semifinal.
You can see CPK, his hand is shaking right now.
Nobody have CPK perform surgery on you at this moment. Needs a little more stability of the hand, but it was stable enough to be able to pull off the victory with the rest of the team.
And they're showing hearts. They're shaking. They're showing hearts to the other team. It's all good. It's all in good fun, you guys.
Oh yes.
That was incredibly close. Lots of hype. Now we know who's in the finals, too. So it's going to end up being Team Hannah Rose versus Team S Major. You feeling good, Kara? You
I'm feeling so good. I'm ready to see S Major win it all.
You know what? While you wallow a little bit, Gabby, I'm going to send it on over to Reflections, who's standing by with Team S Major.
Well, there it is, the final game, S Major. Well done. How you feeling?
Thank you. Amazing. We couldn't have done it without the teamwork that we had, but it was just one of those, like winning the first round and losing the second round. It was so much more pressure, and it got so close at the end, so it was so stressful.
Such a tough series. I mean, it went the distance. The other series was 2-0. This one went to game 3. A lot of lessons learned. What was the biggest one for you and your roster?
Honestly, I think it was just communication and like figuring out what characters worked for each of us. I think we sort of found a better comp right at the end for how we all play, and it definitely paid off.
JoJo, gotta talk to you, okay? You tore it up. What an amazing performance, and you had such a heroic play. Talk me through that moment.
I saw 4 people run out of their base, and I said, this is it. I was waiting for their call to say, you're good to go. We see them here. No one's waiting for you. I ran in. I saw Ant. I said, I don't care. I'm going for this crystal. I don't care about Ant right now. And then I killed him.
Simple as that, and then he killed him. Well done. You move on, S Major. You got to be feeling good. Anything going through your head, you got to play against Hannah Rose. She tore it up. The team with the comebacks, even if you have the lead, it doesn't mean you're going to win. So what's your mindset like going into that matchup?
I think the main thing is not underestimating them. Obviously, they won 2-1 or 2-0 for a reason. So I think respecting the fact that they're going to be very good in a difficult challenge will be the main thing.
Difficult challenge indeed, S Major. Thank you so much. Incredible matches all around. TwitchCon has been incredible. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, the Minecraft action will continue.
Look at us.
I can't believe I lost.
Jack Lynx is good with it.
With one of the best savings rates in America, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than this.
Stop. You're in.
Oh, cool. Yep, even easier than that. What's in your wallet?
Luna Rosa Ocean Fragrance by Prada.
TwitchRivals Arena presented by Verizon. We are back with our Minecraft MOBA action, and it has been close matches all day, back and forth, some crazy comebacks. Tigers, I don't even know what to expect going into finals now.
I don't either. We're still at that point where we're trying to figure out what are the main strategies, what are the characters people resonate with most. It feels like we have that part figured out.
I think so, yeah.
But overall, both these teams have put up such a fight within their respective semifinals.
And we got to chat with both of them. Reflections did interviews with both of our winning teams. And, I mean, Hannah Rose's squad, wildly confident. Even though when we talk to Team S Major, JoJo, that crazy comeback play, Kara, that's somebody they need to keep their eyes on.
100%. JoJo recently got #1 player in MCC, and everyone knows she's an amazing player. She is great under pressure, so even with the comebacks that Hannah's been doing, I think they really need to watch out for S Major team.
You know, I think they had an opportunity, at least with that third match, to kind of scope out the competition a little bit. Do you think that gives them a little bit of an edge of Tigress?
It might, in terms of if you're looking over and you're thinking who are the best players on their team in this mode, what are their tendencies, then I trust them to be strong enough competitors to definitely use that intel to their advantage.
Okay, and I'm gonna give you an opportunity here, okay? Because your team may or may not have not made it. Okay.
Come on,
we're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna mention that because now I'm gonna let you re-pick for finals. Okay. So between the two, you still have to keep your pick, Kara. But who do you think, Latigris?
I'm gonna go with Team Hannah Rose.
Oh, you gotta split it. You have to split it.
So we're both going to have a little bit of a bias going into the finals.
A little bit, just a little, a tad. But I think this is one of those scenarios where everyone is a winner no matter what happens, because I've just been having so much fun with this game mode. It's unreal.
I think everybody's been having a good time. You guys enjoying the matches so far? Okay, I kind of want to gauge the audience a little bit. For the finals, do you think it's going to be Team Hannah Rose that takes it? Okay, and then who thinks it's going to be Team S Major that takes it? Oh, I don't know. That sounds pretty evenly split to me.
I agree. I did not hear any decibel difference.
All right. Now, we are almost ready for our next match. So let's talk about where we are going, because we saw lots of maps. Let's talk about a lot of cool stuff. But we are going into Goldmire Gulch, right? I want to say it wrong because you guys are the experts. Is it Goldmire Gulch?
Goldmire Gulch.
We only got to see a little snippet of this map when we were tuning into a match that was already underway. We're talking about how does the fire work here? Is it something damage dealing? What is it like traversing this territory that just feels so gnarly?
But something interesting, Hannah's team has already experienced this map, whereas Team S Major is going into this one blind. So is that going to be an advantage to Team Hannah Rose for at least this game?
They'll at least be more familiar.
It is one of those things that I feel there are on each map. You're starting to see which kind of character archetypes do better. So here, maybe if there are a lot of little damage pockets, but it seems like it's still pretty clustered when you're fighting. You're kind of in a bit of a congested area. Then a lot of the AoE characters might have an advantage.
Right. Sorry, I got that backwards. S Major already experienced it. Hannah has not.
That's the benefit of going to 3 games, right, too? Yep. Where they also had the jungle one if it ends up doing the same thing here this time.
You know, that's kind of even on advantages then, because Team Hannah Rose got to watch their third match, so maybe peek in on their team strats a little bit. But Team S Major already has some map information and some map knowledge that Team Hannah Rose doesn't have. So it could level the playing field just a little bit. And we are going to take a look at the bracket now. Remind everybody what happened. If you're just checking in with us, through the semifinals, it was Team Hannah Rose that comes out on top against Team Kretzy. And then down there at the bottom half of the bracket, it was Team S Major going the full 3 rounds against Team Purpled and making their way through to the finals, which means it will be Team Kretzy versus Team Purpled for 3rd and 4th. And then, of course, our massive finals match between Teams Hannah Rose and S Major. I think that both of those matchups, because of how close they already were in the semifinals, are still going to be close within themselves.
I see the caffeine ingestion happening.
I know, I'm checking.
The creators as well. The deep breathing, the syncing with one another to make sure they're all going into this with the same mindset. But I think when we learned about who is participating in this event in its entirety, even the teams that are fighting for 3rd place right now, they're such avid competitors across the board, so much experience within the teams playing together that it is really hard to predict who's going to come out on top.
It really is. I am so excited to see how this goes. I really want to see the new strategies, perhaps, if they exercise new strategies here, or if they just go with their tried and true, what's been working, and I'd love to see it.
I want more JoJo chaos.
Oh, me too.
That's what I want.
Oh, yeah.
I was so impressed. I just the way that was played, and I mentioned it a little bit when we were watching it, but I think that is one of the important balances when it comes to something like a MOBA, is not just being able to execute in the combat when you think about that team fighting, it's when to find those moments. And the fact that JoJo was so focused to take down those towers and make sure they were evening the scoreboard there is what allowed the opening for them to have the overall victory.
And the comms are really important too, right? We've heard both teams talk about that now. Nailing down down their communication? Who's the one kind of calling the shots? Who's deciding when? Because we even heard JoJo say she was waiting for people to tell her that they knew where the enemy team was, so she had a clearing to kind of make that backdoor push. And the comms have been super important, Kara.
Oh yeah, more than most any other game type, MOBAs are all about communication, all about comms. You need to know where everybody is. You need to know, are people ready to go in? Do we need to wait? Are people still recalling? Things like that, like above all, communication.
All right, now before we jump into the finals, we're going to take a look back at some of the highlights of our last matches. We're probably going to see some really impressive plays similar to these heading forward.
Yeah, I do want to know how they end up kind of keeping up those comms, because a phrase that MOBA players may be tired of hearing, you know, when they're trying to get better, is the whole vision wins games and information wins games, but it's because it's true, and we already witnessed that. So I wonder how they're going to adapt to the terrain of the map to make sure they can continue. In this case, the vision is just scouting out and really delivering that information to the rest of your team.
I mean, look at their faces, Kara. Everyone is starting to get locked in. The focus.
They are focused. They are zoomed in on the prize, which is winning, obviously, and the prize money.
Still focused on their chats too, which is great. You can see them streaming on their individual channels, and I'm sure their communities are loving getting to be along for this ride in a totally different environment.
Of course, don't forget that, and like we did in the first round, the third and fourth match will be going at the same time that we do our finals match. So if you want to keep up with all of the action, just check out the individual creators' channels, go to their Twitch channels, hang out with them, pop in, check those scores out so you can keep up to date with both of our matches, because there's going to be a lot of action no matter which one you are watching. And don't forget to use your channel points. We got to see some of that come into play as well, and that was pretty fun.
It's an upside down that's not as scary as some other upside downs in other IPs. I like it. It's been a fun ride with Twitch chat.
You know what? I want to see your name in there, Kara. You need to use your channel points on Jerry.
Well, okay, maybe I will then.
All right, but I think our finals match is about to get underway. Let's jump in and see how things are going.
It's TwitchCon San Diego, the final matchup of our Minecraft MOBA One Championship team at the end of it all.
So coming in immediately, it looks like Team Hannah has killed 3 of S Major's team already. Oh, there's the 4th.
Almost a full team white here, so a lot of aggro right off of the bat. So Team Hannah Rose picking this up so far.
Sylvie scouting around, trying to find mobs, trying to find people to absolutely demolish. As she said herself, she's the best.
I'm getting double
I
teamed by
think
Digit.
one of the most impressive things in terms of performance of our creators today is every single interview we have seen so far has had so much budding personality through it. Sylvie, like you just mentioned, a lot of confidence. Really
push it. I love Sylvie. She is the best.
I gotta go.
Sylvie protecting their base right now from JoJo. JoJo's trying to do what she does best, going in, wrecking faces. Sylvie's like, no, not today, JoJo. Not right now, please.
Not quite. And I do think that these attempts of focus on the base and on the towers, it is the later game where you really do pull the advantage. If anything, early on, it's not as much about getting the damage itself, because it's really, just a little bit of a tickle, but instead just drawing the attention of the enemy team.
I think so as well. So while they're all in their base, they're not getting mobs, they're not getting gold, they're not getting mana.
And from what we had said and heard from Hannah's team was they were focusing so much on getting all of these camps, picking up the tier 1 mobs, the tier 2 mobs, so that they could scale into the late game. So maybe a strategy for Team S Major here is to deny that as much as possible, even if it means denying themselves slightly, because that's always a trade-off if you're going for the early objectives within the base and you're not having the opportunity to garner it on your own. But you got to make those decisions and try and follow through with them.
100%.
Yeah, she was low.
I always love when it's a captain and a captain, going back and forth.
So Hannah going in, shopping, getting some supplies, getting some advantage. The Omnigast has spawned, but it looks like the teams are not really paying attention to it right now.
Interesting. It's so hard to tell right now if that's a team preference or a preference derived from the map state itself. If they think, oh, maybe this is one where we don't really want to go for it just right.
Okay, what?
And I am so stoked to see them traveling across, because we talked so much about how this map operates and getting to see it in full force even in the early game. Ooh, JoJo.
JoJo going for it, trading her life just for a couple hits. I don't know, Jojo. I think we gotta go for mobs right now. But you know what? She's the one playing. She's the one that's winning. It's not me.
And sometimes when you go and you sacrifice your life, you say, "Oh, that's just my quick teleport."
Half a heart right now.
Back to the shop. Spawn right by there.
Is there a full
I thought that was funny. Jojo just doing some cheeky little hits.
There is. I just enabled it, yeah.
Alright, and at this point too, I'm sure there's a bit of a development in the way that the comms
in,
go.
the jungle, if you will, collecting everything I see.
Awesome dude, focusing on the jungle as he's saying, really going through fighting every enemy.
Yep, killing everything he
Heals
sees.
up. The heal's ready.
Which is what you gotta do. You gotta get all the gold, all the mana.
So kind of indirectly the jungler of the team, would you say, right now at least?
Right now, yeah.
And it doesn't feel like anyone's kind of sticking to that jungle time, but
yeah,
saying, oh, you're distracting them elsewhere. I'm going to kill everything that I see, every little creature, every little camp, get all the gold, get all the XP, but right now it's about killing the enemy.
Get out of the fire, get out of the fire. So I don't know if you saw, but they both turned at the exact same time. That's gonna be some comms going on there. They're like, all right, now turn, let's go.
And positionally here, I mean, at first, Team Hannah Rose, they kind of had that positioning advantage, being a bit more in that circular motion and forcing the turn, but then when more members were able to really approach the action here from Team S Major, they could trade it back.
Guys, I've just noticed there's some of the striders are swimming up the lava.
That's so funny.
Up the lava.
The Striders give a lot of mana and a lot of gold, so that's not good.
So are they just, they're just going away and then no one's gonna...
Yeah, the Strider's gonna stride, man. They just climb up lava.
Playing their Striders just living in their own head, living in their own
Well,
world.
we got the upside down right now. Oh, Jojo get taken out by Hannah.
I'm left.
It looks like Hannah was initiating that as well, so found the pick opportunity.
Ours.
This opens up some of the jungle for her taking.
Hannah hurting a little bit though. Hopefully heals up before the next fight.
A bit too vulnerable for any major skirmishes at this point in time. I wonder if the upside down almost feels like it just sends even more chaotic energy to the players who are saying, screw it. Going for a tower.
Why did they do so much damage? How do you
Foolish getting
dodge?
a couple of hearts off.
They did a lot of damage, low-key.
Huns has been a clutch master.
Yeah, Strider. Ooh, Strider has a cowboy hat. That's cute.
Yeah, I think this is supposed to be a very Wild West-like theme, so I guess that's very much makes sense to have the...
That does make sense.
The cowboy hats. I love it so much, but...
Jojo taking down Hannah.
Okay, so fight...
Punch shot in the back by CPK. That was brutal.
It's a Greek tragedy.
Jojo going in, trying to get a few hits before she is taken down by the Wither Tower. Deciding to retreat, getting some mobs, doing what she can.
Yeah, I'm at the base. Still gaining back speed. Love Hannah Rose so focused right now, kind of giving out those calls. Has the higher ground at this point of time to try and get these shots out, but that's a lot of movement to try and track. At the very least, pushing off to gain that ground to be able to take the camp. And now, got the red in the eyes, going for blood.
Sylvie versus Fruit Berries right now.
So fast. I hear cheers for Sylvie in the crowd. I hear lots of cheers for individual content creators taking part in this competition here today.
To start getting your own armor.
At exactly 8 minutes within the game, we don't have any of the towers taken down. Again, they'll probably be eliminating more quick succession. A little bit of action right now. The PvP, CPK. But look, the fire starting to blaze up here for Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah falling in the lava, getting some fire tick, but still enough to take down CPK. fruit berries here, scoping around. Red team trying to get more on the blue team's wither tower.
Do you have a heal? Do you have a heal? Heal.
Oh, so Huns calling for the heal.
Calling for the heals.
Standing in the
Not
fire.
quite getting enough there. Jojo also going in, trying to take down some of the tower. It's transitioning right now into mid game, so now it's a little more advantageous to take down some of those towers, I think.
That was a difficult situation because you had the fire engulfing half of the tower, but then players on the other half, so there wasn't really exactly a route for Punch to escape to.
Healing 27.
Why he was calling for the heal, hoping to sustain through just to be able to get enough
listen to me,
damage onto the tower,
I
but
have
couldn't
ulti, we can
outpace
double
it
health
just
whenever we
yet.
want it. Just tell me.
4 kills on the board from some.
I have pretty good
6
stuff
for
right now.
blueberries.
Everyone's still trying to get the mobs,
Okay,
trying to get the advantage right now.
Actually, I was gonna recall. I'm
Recalling
pretending like
back
I'm
to
recalling.
base. Was he told something?
Come
Does he
here,
need to go back? No. Like I was. Come here, foolish. Come here.
Okay. I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
Very handedly taking down foolish.
Having Foolish really live up to his namesake there. The fun being had all the way.
Good fight.
Pun's taken out by
Good fight.
CPK
Good luck,
here.
have fun. Oh my, okay, yeah, that's...
Fast bouncing down, so some more action around the tower.
We got a fight
pop-up.
going on around the wither tower.
Okay, so attempt denied. Good
I just didn't wanna get that
defense
back
from
together.
Team S Major.
Fruit using his ultimate there just to get rid of people competing for that tower there.
Yeah, the ultimate that Fruit has is very good engage. It's
fine,
kind of this long
honestly.
distance jump in, deal some damage, AoE. Very good in team fights, or in that case, yeah, just to get them off of what they're trying to accomplish. And denial of objectives in itself is a victory for yourself and the rest of the team.
I wonder if it's worth it to use it as a disengage mechanic.
I'm owning it,
Very
fighting
curious
it in the
about
mid.
that.
I think that's a good
Hannah
point.
done,
And I
Hannah
think right now, though, Fruit
I'm good. I'm 5 hours. 5 hours.
eliminating Hannah, looking for an opportunity
Hello,
to
Emma.
keep
Back up.
stacking these up.
Ooh, Fruit on fire, taking that tick damage.
Good job, really good job.
Nice. Good job.
Arrow in the arm and all. I mean, Fruit with 9 kills currently at this point in time, and you can use.
I'm on the right with her. I'm on the right with her.
Is JoJo again trying to get as much damage as she can, trying to avoid Hannah. Trying to take down Hannah, doesn't quite do it. Taking down Puns by instead.
Did manage to get a bit of that trade, but it's so hard when you're fighting under these towers because it basically counts as another player for the defending team in this case. And S Major right now is wanting to engross, try to capitalize upon the leeway that JoJo was able to earn, but unfortunately cannot follow up just yet effectively.
So was that Tulabot's ultimate right there? I believe it was.
Yeah, so Tulabot is very interesting with the way that the ultimate works is when you activate it, it's basically this aura that ends up coming around the player. It's about 4 blocks. And then if a player ends up touching it, they immediately take damage and knock back. So it's great on these defenses. So if they're trying to get onto a tower, you just push them away, or even if you're trying to aggress yourself, kind of buy that time.
They can defend.
Hannah trying to call some shots.
I wonder how many people in the chat and watching would consider themselves tank players or not, but ooh, right into the base is the 2v1.
Oh my gosh, Hannah got stuck on something.
And couldn't get out of there, and then they said, oh, you ain't going anywhere, we're gonna try and take you down. Some more battle within the base.
Ooh, can't quite finish the tower.
Owen taken down by Pun. Still all towers standing on both sides of the map here at the 12.5-minute mark.
I'm good.
This is a lot of good defense from both teams here.
Yes, and I almost feel like, I wonder because there's all these damage opportunities across this map that vulnerable level, like
she has
the
diamond
defense
armor and
almost
a diamond sword, I believe, so we gotta be careful with her.
More damage threats, and JoJo calling out also the armor upgrades on the opposite team. So saying, hey, Hannah, they got some armor, we gotta be careful, not gonna be able to take Hannah down as quickly as we have before. That's so important to call out when it comes to setting up future fights.
Barry's also trying to get down the wither tower, deciding to... just standing there menacingly. Deciding to...
just gotta meat mug him.
What's interesting is they still have not gone for the Omnigas. It's just floating there, doing nothing.
Yeah, nobody wants anything to do with it.
Sylvie taking down JoJo.
Yep, JoJo taken down. They're going for kind of a split strategy and Foolish right now.
CPK trying to defend their... CPK takes down Foolish. Almost got the first tower of the game, but not yet. Not quite.
Yeah, we got
Finally getting enough chips, though, where soon we should be able to mark through one of them because everyone's getting those upgrades. They're able to at least create some more leeway in that damage every time they engross upon it. I wouldn't say necessarily the next time, but maybe the next time or two, unless they get multiple takedowns prior.
Hannah trying to get him fast, trying to do some damage. Going for the tower that is not as healthy. Doing her ultimate. Not quite enough, but still sacrificed her life for a tower.
But
Very
I
good
love
trade.
it, though. Yeah. Mindset, that is great and a great call out. And you noted she was going to the one with the lower HP, making sure that she was making the right call in that moment.
Exactly. Just thinking in that moment when your adrenaline is so high, your heart is pumping, you're like, no, I gotta go for the one that is lower.
I can kill Sam right now. We should push. I'm gonna kill Sam.
I'm gonna kill Sam. I'm gonna kill Sam right now. So casually, yet confidently. And then we can push. Just so faithful that at 13 kills, he can get another.
I love Fruit. Fruit is just very chill about everything. It's like, I'm gonna go do this now. And he does it.
Why do you think the Omnigas is so hated? I mean, right now, yes, they see a single player and say, Hannah, okay, we got to take her out, but nobody likes the Omnigas.
No one likes poor Omnigas. Scott coming in, gonna try to get a little bit more damage on this tower, but getting harassed by Sam and Buns.
At least knocking down to 2 hearts here.
Buns taking down JoJo as well.
I would say Puns and JoJo are probably 2 of the players that I would say people should keep their eyes on in the late game. They've been so clutch for their teams, whether it's the setup or the finishing move, and it might come down to a showdown between the 2.
Definitely.
Is that some talk between the teams that I may have heard? It was difficult to tell if it was to a teammate or beyond, but I hear some excitement coming from the booths of the players themselves.
Puns trying to get some snipes out.
Yeah, use it.
Doesn't really want to fully engage. Only missing 3 hearts. Still not getting up though.
There are some unique nooks and crannies here for people to hide in.
What are you going after?
We're just going on a stroll.
Oh my god, red team going for the first inhibitor, the first in crystal inhibitor. Being challenged though by 2 of blue team.
Oh.
And being taken down, but not before doing half damage to that in crystal there.
That was a lot. That was a lot. So instead of going and making their way towards the other towers, wanting to completely clear a lane. But Hannah looks like she's on the attack as well.
Hannah trying to get this other tower. No one responding yet. Oh, here comes Orange Juice putting down the fire.
Oh, the damage. Look at how fast that burn happens.
Ignis is a very, very good character.
Yes. Anything that is damage AoE, but also creating that space around your character. So good.
Owen opting for a stronger bow.
I wonder if these teams are having any leniency towards prioritizing upgrading damage or upgrading defenses, or if it's kind of the preference.
It might be the preference. Oh, Sam playing the healer character.
Everybody.
JoJo chasing Sam. JoJo's like, get back here. Where are you going? JoJo very adeptly taking down Sam. Going in for the crystal.
Puns did get a double kill though, so the numbers are starting to even out. Had to focus on Sylvie.
Sylvie taking down JoJo.
They're not. JoJo's not here.
This is a very tight one. So look at the game state right now though. Hannah, all of the Wither towers have been eliminated, but as Major, I think they know enough to stay calm, cool, and collected. They've been getting a little bit of chip here and there. They've been focusing up their team and looking for that late game opportunity.
Yeah, and Hannah, as we know, is very good at taking a behind disadvantage. Sorry, my words are getting tied up here. Hannah's very good at turning a disadvantage into a victory.
Yes. I'm in a little bit of trouble here, and oh, this tower is almost down, and there it goes. A single tower remaining for Team S Major.
And did you see that Froska just used that snowball, freezing Hannah right in her tracks, could not go any further, and was handedly taken down. That, before she could do any more damage.
Delay that you put on them when you just freeze them that way. That is the one we're talking about. There's such a skill that is needed when it comes to operating a character like that. I would love to hear more from the creators themselves and how they're walking themselves with this game.
Hiding. Sneaking around. Going in. JoJo going in. Trying to take down the Crystal right now. Saying, don't worry about Sylvie, I got this. And she takes it down.
Oh my gosh. That was a great play. Juggling both, focusing on the objective though, and when you have that enemy coming up to you, that's very difficult to juggle.
He's also sneaking in, going in. He's got that speed boost. He's got the energy. Hannah responding, trying to get him out of base. Get the heck out of there, Hannah.
Quite a speedy one though in Banjax. Hannah though making sure to show up. You can see that Rabbit's Foot was used in a defensive way there to have that additional speed to escape the damage output.
Rabbit v. Rabbit.
There's 3 mid. There's 3 mid.
I wish I had a Rabbit's speed. Oh, Foolish.
Foolish dodging those arrows with the Matrix.
That was some good time right there. Oh, can't dodge the sword.
Fruit taking down Foolish. Will he take advantage of this and go in? JoJo going in again.
Going for it. I've never seen such a focus.
Is a tank though. I don't know how well she can take Sylvie down. Get Sylvie. Taken down by Awesome Dude though. 2v1 situation.
A trade in that moment. We've seen so much of a duel between JoJo and Sylvie. It feels like Sylvie has been positioned in this defensive way. Being that tank, they don't need her for the team fights just yet. So just enough to be able to capitalize on the damage.
Oh my god, using Ignises. Oh my god, they are going straight for the dragon right now by Orange Juice.
Oh my goodness, Team S Major, they've taken down all of the objectives surrounding here, and now the 1v1. Owen facing off, goes down by the hand of Foolish.
Okay, I'm gonna play defense now.
It sounded like Owen said that he's gonna be playing defense from here as well, so maybe spending some time around the base.
He used his ult already. He's gotta get his mana back up. Can't really go in without the ult. That is an amazing initiator.
Can someone please take the Omni?
Okay, there's 3 pushing.
I just want to see it happen. It looks like somebody ticked down a little bit at one point, but not quite the finisher. We've seen so many upgrades though that at this point in the game, they might not be going for it. Everyone looks like they're prioritizing a game end.
It was just wide open. JoJo and Fruitberry's just going for it. Fruitberry's trying to work defense while JoJo goes for the dragon, but Sylvie activating the Tulipbot ultimate, which is an amazing defensive move.
That's
pushing them all away.
Very much.
The blue base also having some trouble with some intruders. Hannah taking down the last Wither Tower.
The crystals are vulnerable that remain on Team S Major's side. JoJo right now on the defense gets taken down though. Sylvie, the Sylvie versus JoJo 1v1 that's been happening time and time again throughout this game, going the way of Team Hannah Rose. Puns though going down. Everyone's wanting to try and get that chip onto the dragon, but they can't get there right now.
Hannah being taken down by S Major and Fruitberries. Oh my god.
I think we might have to.
Both the dragons are
so
exposed. We're having this play again.
Looking like all smiles upon getting killed too from Hannah and backing up, because now it is an even game state. 23.5 minutes into this, upgrades across both teams. We're not entirely sure of when some of them will decide to use the ultimates that they have, if they're gonna wait until some of the other ones are charged up.
Okay, I'm here.
Hans versus Fruitberries. Anyone trying trying to regroup, trying to get back into a good position. A little team fight here. Whoever wins this, I think, is going to have a huge advantage to go in on the Dragon.
3v2 though right now in the favor of the team that's Major. They're going.
Blue's going in.
Oh, the knockback from
they
the
get
Dragon.
thrown away.
Everyone
using their ultimates. Jojo just whacking the heck out of that Dragon.
The knockbacks here are so crucial in this attempt as Major right here down to the battlefield. We're along the ride for his perspective. Multiple enemies before him leads to his demise. 20 seconds until he comes up once more. It is getting intense, Kara. Oh my gosh, I have no idea who's gonna take this first map.
No idea either. I think they're gonna use these recent kills to go in on blue team's Dragon.
Yeah.
It is in their sights.
No, he's at his base.
Taking a roundabout way.
They might go flank on me.
Oh. Hannah, I love the call outs we're hearing.
Hannah's saying they might flank her.
So it's a good call to say, keep eyes on me. I'm going for the objective, but keep your eyes. Make sure that
Oh my gosh, she's trying to bypass everything.
Going in.
But all 5 of blue team right there. I don't know how she's gonna do this. Using a lot of ultimates on her though.
That is a very big thing that Hannah was able to get because it was a little questionable. Okay, what are you going for here? You're not going to be able to get the Dragon, but even going in, kind of really adding that anxiety in the minds of the enemy so that they use such important resources.
It's going in again. Only one person there to defend. CPK trying to prevent Punch from winning the game here.
Oh, the positioning is so good. The knockback is
saying, I need some help. Jojo coming in, trying to defend.
Within the center, was able to lay down.
Punch coming back. Oh my God.
And outside of this, it's important to note that a couple members of Hannah Rose's team took down a couple members of S Major's team. So even though we're seeing a bit of the unevenness in the numbers within the base, that means a lot of the rest of the jungle is cleared, and maybe they can add additional players here to have a stronghold.
Yeah, we're at that point in the game where even if the whole team goes to try to get the Dragon, one person can go in. Sam coming in, trying to get that cheeky hit. They all need to focus. And Team Hannah takes game
1. The celebration from the squad. Another neck and neck sweat on the forehead battle, and Team Hannah Rose comes out on top.
Incredible performance in our first match of the finals. That was almost dead even the entire time. We're going to give our players a few minutes here to get themselves reset and prepared for the next match of the finals. So we're going to send it to a quick break, and when we come back, more Minecraft MOBA action.
Savage. Power, trust, intelligence.
Stealth style.
Savage performance.
True power controls both. Legion 7.
Look at us.
I can't believe I lost.
Luna Rosa Ocean and Fragrance by Prada.
So sweet, so crispy. Nobody makes breakfast as good as Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
Nobody.
Nope.
Keep talking. I can't hear you.
I should probably stop.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
Welcome back to TwitchRivals Minecraft MOBA. We are live from TwitchCon San Diego, and it's time for the State Farm Spotlight, where we shine a bright light on something special from today's action. And that specific something special is a little bit of some 1v1 action that we need to talk about here, okay? We're gonna loop this play around for you guys. I'm gonna have our commentators walk us through it as well, because this one's gonna be a fun one.
Every time we've been getting into this, it's been a fun one, that's for sure. And I'm excited to take a look at this play with all of you, because 1v1 has been the name of the game for so much of this match. And you can see right here, 5-up is the perspective that we're riding along.
So Owen Juice is playing Ignis here, used his ultimate to go right up into the base, right past 5-up's nose.
The wave. So we talk about how important the ultimates are, right? Because they have these longer cooldowns, anywhere from 1,200 mana to 2,000. So with this, when you're cutting along that way, he's not just using the damage output from the fire itself to do this, but the mobility that you get to get towards the objective and make it so much more difficult for anyone with range to aim their projectiles.
But what you might miss is 5-up threads the needle behind the Wither Tower and just snipes Owen Juice just on his little toe.
It's such a good play that is stopped by one single little point into the heart.
And that's why our matches today have been so close, because of plays like this and so many others. I'm sure we'll see more in the next match, but this has been the State Farm Spotlight. State Farm brings together good neighbors to make communities stronger and safer. If you're at TwitchCon IRL, head over to the State Farm Claw Challenge to win a Jake from State Farm plushie and other amazing prizes. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. All right. We made it through match number 1. Match number 2 is right around the corner. We knew it was going to be close. There's too much talent in our finals right now for it not to be. But once again, the comeback squad, I mean, unstoppable right now.
Another situation where Team Hannah Rose had all of their towers down and then slowly were able to even the objective odds. What a trend that we've been seeing.
All right, match number 2 is ready. Let's see if this one gets closed out or if Team S Major can stay alive.
Team Hannah Rose, they've been only 2-0ing on the day. Granted, this is only the second match of the day, so there's that. But still, they might be going and trying to do the same thing again. But Team S Major, they've stood strong before. They know that they have power coming to them. This could be match point.
This could be it. But as we've seen, even though Hannah Rose went 2-0, those games were incredibly close. Both teams just had like one heart left on the dragon. It was just a deciding sneak around that did everything. So even though these games are going long, they're going hard,
very easily.
All these teams are so evenly matched. It's a great game, great experience to see.
It's one of those things where even 2-0s, when that happens, it's not necessarily a very one-sided series.
Exactly.
Right? You can look at each time, and they go pretty close. I'm not completely sure which map that S Major and Purple had played in their first one because we were watching the Hannah Rose one, but we do know that Hannah Rose's squad did play on Sweet Peaks already.
Wait,
we do know this, yes.
Yeah.
So some familiarity for them. And refreshing on some of the aspects. You're not having a lot of these little damage output areas and things like we saw on our first map of this matchup. But you have some terrain, a lot of blockage of your...
Oh yeah. And we saw in the first match that some people are getting stuck in the corners, stuck on terrain, and that's really like to their detriment. They're not getting away in time.
She's just in our jungle.
I wonder
taking our shit. Wait.
How much of a sneak angle is available on this map? Because yeah, in some ways you have all these candy canes that are kind of able to hide behind, but you don't have the same nooks and crannies as Last Ritzes. But a little bit of PvP action right here off the bat.
Completely true. And JoJo trying to get in as well, doing what she does best. But I think they're wise to her strategy now. They're wise to her motive. They're like, keep a lookout for JoJo. She's around here somewhere.
Agreed. And it makes you wonder whether Team Hannah Rose is going to switch things up and be responsive to that, or if on the side of Team S Major, do they try and bait that, make it seem like JoJo's going for the same play and then send her elsewhere?
Definitely.
I see 0 mobs right now, dude. I'm just trying to get something.
So
JoJo looking for those mobs, can't find anything.
Calling it out there, and that gives you an idea of the last places visited by Team Hannah Rose as well. So it seems like they're being very aggressive, not just taking the mobs that are on their portion of the map, but having some early invades to expel some of these resources and expel an enemy player right now, as JoJo does go down by the hand of Hannah Rose herself.
They just converged on her from both angles. Poor JoJo didn't know what to do.
Quite the collapse and great execution from Team Hannah Rose to get that pick, because it does feel like jungle is really where Team Hannah Rose wants to have most of their control, and that's why we're getting a lot of this PvP right off the bat around these camps.
Control the mobs, control the world.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth? Still a little bit of picking around the towers, because it's a style where there are only singular towers at the end of the lanes. Once you do clear the maps, that's pretty much exactly where your attention is going to be drawn to.
Our tier 2 mobs have spawned. Go get them.
Oh yeah, the purple one. Yeah. I gotta find the purple one if that's it.
Hannah getting fruit down.
God's dead.
Everyone just going around trying to get those mobs, trying to get the gold.
TPK is just archering.
Juan's going around, also doing what he does best. Trying to sneak up, trying to get a few... Oh, that didn't get very far.
I was thinking for a moment, okay, maybe Puns is hanging around, trying to do a little bit of scouting as well, but then as soon as he steps up, gets taken down by Fruit Berries. They had a multiplayer defense ready to offset anyone that was encroaching upon their territory. Looks like a bit of a sharpness upgrade for the team for S Major too. And a fight between captains once more.
Oh, and Scott goes down by Hannah, showing that she is the captain.
I am the captain now, though all the way throughout the tournament, if you're a Hannah Rose fan and looking for her and the rest of the squad to get the victory here today. Fruit Berries continuing to clear out some enemies from their own jungle territory. Saw that Awesome Dude was trying to make way. Does have the speed advantage. If I remember correctly, Awesome Dude has been mostly sticking with healers and the like. So a bit harder to hold his own here in the 1v1. That's what those angel wings are for Angel, the character, by the way.
Fruit Berries taking him down.
I'm midway through mid.
Poor Devil's Food Cake also being ignored.
What happened? Why do these two teams together just not prioritize the tier 3 mobs?
I guess that's the meta. They just realized they want to go for kills.
I threw them on me towards the middle. Oh, I'm so dead. Hannah's so fast.
The big mob in the middle.
It's so funny considering that both of these teams, it felt like in their semifinal matches, did go earlier for that mob, but maybe they did just learn the same lesson. Right here, though, we do have some ultimate pops. The defense that we have continued to see around these towers has actually had to be called upon fairly early, but they do manage to take down the looming threat. S Major and Owen Juice also going down to the hand of Team Hannah Rose.
Using the Tulip Bottle, trying to make a barrier so he can get a few more hits on the Wither Tower. Puns doing what Puns does best, going for the Wither Tower.
I should have asked for a heal. When was your heal up?
Getting quite a bit of damage on before he goes down as well.
Wait, they're not
Feels like one of the most popular uses of that ultimate from Ingus is the mobility across the firewall that you create. So was using it to get to the opposite Wither Tower to get a few additional hits before anyone could entrench upon him.
Foolish also trying to get so good hits. So low, will he escape? He's being shot at, he's dodging arrows left and right. Can Scott just get one hit?
Foolish has had some really great jukes throughout this tournament so far.
Using the terrain and the candy canes to his advantage. Scott's like, all right, nah, you can go, it's fine.
You know what he looks like? You know the dogs when they do agility and they go through the poles?
Yeah.
He's doing that with the candy canes right now. Perfect way to shake off the enemies, and I mean, Foolish is playing that Daedra character where you want to have the range advantage, so if they're coming to you, best thing you can do is run, but around this camp here, some trouble for us, Major.
Foolish, seeing his teammate behind him, turns around, is like, all right, Puns, let's get this.
They do. Puns picking up the kill.
Ties to a candy corn.
Don't look at that! Don't look at that! Switch!
We saw it, Puns, I'm sorry, we saw it.
Nope. That's the thing that when it happens, you say, camera, look away, look away. No, I didn't die. But to be fair, that is because he was coming off of a very aggressive engage, had just gotten some kills, hadn't healed up yet. And sometimes you underestimate the damage of the camps because you want to maximize as much as possible. Don't back until you use everything to your capability to maximize that mana and the gold that you're trying to acquire.
Crowd going wild over Foolish
that
killing a
allows,
candy corn husk. Getting that revenge for Puns.
A chocolate chicken, would it taste more like chocolate or chicken? Or is it a combination?
Like a chocolate covered chicken?
Yeah, but wouldn't that be kind of weird? But, you know, maybe.
I would try it once.
You should always try every food once, but I mean, they're not going to complain about the resources that you get from it in this case, even if there's a little bit of a funky taste through. I hope they cooked it all the way through. Ooh, and then Fruit Berries has been sticking with Banjax throughout the entirety of this, using that mobility.
I'm in the race, getting other with this.
Just trying to get some hits on whatever he can, just running around. Not really engaging, except for Sylvie, I guess.
Tell me that.
Getting Sylvie down, Hannah coming in, chasing Fruit Berries off. Fruit turning around, also engaging, but cannot hold up to Hannah's onslaught.
So at least, even though Sylvie does go down there, buys enough time for Hannah to come through with the DPS. I think Sylvie's been doing a good job of very much sticking to and remembering the purpose of her character. Always being in the defensive position. It doesn't matter if you die, if you keep them at bay.
Puns doing that Puns thing. Getting taken down by Fruit Berries. Not today.
Yeah, Fruit Berries has really just been trying to farm up as much as possible. 14 kills. I think a lot of those have been found in the jungle because there's many a times where he says, I'm just going to look over here, I'm going to find some enemies, I'm going to take everything down along the way.
Anna also trying to go in, getting some sneaky hits. Fruit Berries right behind though. It's Rabbit v Rabbit. CPK also joining in the fray. Can Hannah take someone down before she goes down? She takes down CPK.
Couldn't do it.
Manages to get some trades here. CPK
laughing it off.
Yeah, okay, it's early. 10-second timer, not too punishing just yet. All of the towers are still currently standing. So no vulnerabilities on the maps for either of these squads.
I've got everyone on their team on me, right?
It's a funny story about Fruit. I used his laptop to play Roblox on Thursday.
Oh yeah?
He was very nice to meet me.
Nice. That was very sweet, you know? So if they lose,
just gonna farm the jungle,
you say, it's because I didn't have my laptop for that short time for me to focus on prep because I was being a nice person. That is really nice, though. I think that story in itself garners another fan or two for Fruit Berries.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, some more action on Sylvie. This one's actually low.
The Wither Tower, he does! Going for the inhibitor in Crystal.
Bring one of the nibs now.
2 hearts, 3 hearts. Challenged by Orange Juice. Taken down.
That was a great play, though. So much granted to them and the rest of the team.
And I don't know if you saw, but the fire turned purple. There's two Ignises using their skills at the same time, which means all players get hurt by the purple fire.
Dangerous place for everyone involved. The chase down.
Foolish just did a little trolling.
What the fuck is that? Wait, did he like, does he get like a change off?
For a moment, I was thinking, you know, if anyone can escape, maybe it's Foolish. He's had some great dodges, but this was just a straight lane with all openness. It's party mode and party time, except for Hannah Rose, who's taken by the hand of Fruitberries.
That was a close battle. Fruit only had one heart left.
Been playing it really close to the chest.
Fruit trying to go for someone else. I don't think they know that Fruit's so low.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Sylvie does not realize how low Fruit is.
Got two.
That's the difficulty, the lack of intel in those moments, because if she knew and was able to turn, just get a couple hits, but Fruitberries, the confidence with which he approaches them probably tells them, well, I mean, none of us should really be around here right now.
Oh, Foolish coming in. Can Fruit get the 3 kills? Foolish running 2! Finally, Fruit's reign of terror is over.
Eliminated for the time being, and as far as the advantages right now, it's Team Hannah Rose because they took down that tower prior. We're so used to seeing them at the disadvantage in the early portion of the game that this is a big change on which maybe they're able to get some momentum even a little earlier, but Hannah Rose taking on S Major again, takes him down directly hand-to-hand combat now on the retreat.
Oh, running
very fast
away. But coming back, she's like, I'm not gone yet. Take it down. Got a couple hits. Worth it, I'd say.
That's kind of the limit testing part. We're thinking, okay, I'm still here. Can I get a little bit of damage? They had focused so much on the singular tower prior that they really want to start chipping down on the others. So a good setup for them so far. I'm curious to see how Team S Major decide to respond. Maybe at one point, if they have all their ultimates, since we haven't seen anything around the tier 3 mobs, somebody could wait and fight, but right now they're just gonna fight right outside of it into the jungle. JoJo starting to get some slaps. Sylvie being that tankier, being that defensive. Oh my!
Getting wrecked. Everyone's standing in the fire. Sylvie able to escape.
Lots of damage right now, and Hannah had recently used her ultimate as well. The chaos that comes in these battles when all of the abilities start funnelling through.
Red team's Ignis using the ultimate to get into that fight.
I got there with her.
Fruit taking down one of them, using the ultimate. So freezing Sylvie in place, taking her down as well, going for the Ink Crystal.
The play, it continues on. Can you string together multiple objectives, string together some more kills?
Foolish as well.
That's not just a tower. Oh my gosh, they took the first crystal of this map.
Took the first crystal, going for the second Wither Tower. Fruit is, no one is challenging him right now.
The fact that Fruit was able to string together some of those kills and isolate them into 1v1 battles means he can also bring multiple objectives.
Running back in, scaring people away, running back out. That is what Binjax is good at. Running in, running out, getting everything he can.
So now Team Hannah Rose missing 2 towers, missing 1 of their crystals. Team S Major were biding their time until they can make a major play, and really a lot of that was off of the singular player of Fruitberries pushing through, and I'm sure the rest of the team was trying to distract on other portions of the map.
Definitely. So what you don't see, even though Fruitberries is going in, doing all this damage, the other players of the team are also doing their part to make sure that he does not get disrupted.
That's the thing about MOBAs, it's very much a zero-sums game, and you have to set up the advantage for the remainder of your team. But look, Team S Major
going in for that crystal, getting it. Team Hannah down 2 crystals.
This is starting to really build a lot of momentum, a snowball type of moment, if you will, within the MOBA environment. Enough of the defense has spawned back from Team Hannah Rose. You can see them trying to get this team wipe right now, but they want to create that distance and push them out of their base because they've lost so much in terms of objectives.
They really have. Now, is this a time they should be capitalizing on this and going into their base, or should they be more trying to get mobs, trying to regroup?
So I feel at this part, because the timers aren't long enough to buy them enough time to go across the lanes, that trying and going and getting some camps, bringing themselves to a little bit of a power level, because so many ultimates were expelled in those past engages, they need to try and get that mana bar up as fast as they can before the next one.
Awesome dude recalling. Probably gonna buy something at the shop. Foolish out here.
To be fair, if you're looking at the state over on Team S Major's site, look how low these towers are. And they take out one of the biggest threats, but even though it looks like with Team S Major, they're in an advantage right now because they have their objectives up. There's so many of them that are ready to keel on over. The little bit of chip damage that Team Hannah Rose has committed to in the early portion of the game may be paying off.
Oh, Fruit going after Foolish. Rivalry as long as time itself.
How many times have we watched these little devil wings on the front line just saying, okay, everyone's trying to chase you. Fruit, Berries, and Foolish always with their crosshairs on one another, and there you have it.
And Fruit says, enough of that.
I'm on
time to go
Hannah.
down. Fruit going after Hannah now. Rabbit v. Rabbit again. Jojo tapping in, trying to finish off Hannah while Fruit tries to get his health back, you know?
Yeah, do it.
That was amazing comms there. He's like, all right, I'm out. Jojo, you're in.
It really has, and when you think about JoJo standing out as one of the biggest duelers in their semifinal match, Fruit kind of standing out in that capacity here, that's a way to really double it up. But look, again, more abilities expelled on the defense team. Hannah Rose.
JoJo's in the air. She's like, oh, God.
I was out of there. I was in there. I don't know. And now waiting to spawn back up. Technically, Foolish gets the kill credit with that, but we are in this kind of in-between time, over 21 minutes into the game. We're in late game, but it's that Hannah Rose's side, okay, we have to be careful when we choose our moments to go on the offensive.
Oh, yeah. And Team S Major is very familiar right now with the sneaky plays that Team Hannah Rose can do. So they are also on full alert.
You gotta look out for puns.
Puns gonna puns.
A little bit of a chase down here, and I think when we're seeing these moments where both of the teams are wanting to go into the jungle a bit more, that's where you get these chase downs. Owen throwing down the fire as well. The burn damage coming through for puns, but trying to turn it, and some of that vision obscured sees.
Fruit coming out of nowhere, trying to help Owen.
We see him. Let's try and collapse upon him now. Still in pursuit.
Puns throwing down the fire, trying to get some distance, but to no avail. Fruit takes Puns down.
And has the golden apple to immediately consume, making up for the damage that he acquired during that engage, where we haven't seen that prior. It was a lot of that downtime where they could go and reset and get back to the shop, so he doesn't have to back off of this pursuit right now.
Which is great. Fruit is in hot pursuit of his objectives.
I'm just gonna hide left.
I think he's gonna try to go, and he's gonna try to hide. He's gonna wait until they go out of the base, get a few little cheeky hits on
If you guys feed me info, I'm
Wither
hiding on the
Tower,
left.
the inhibitor, maybe the dragon.
We gotta go back to base.
They've been in this.
Turn around. Oh! Doesn't see. Still doesn't see.
Sneaky.
Fruit's like, I'm sneaky, and I know it.
Okay.
Sylvie there, acting as the defense, chose the tank character Tulabot. But there's the engage. They want to get this down. They want to go in.
Owen setting it up, and the team is here. The defense is strong, starting to smack away multiple members from Team S Major, but they bring down the pain and the rain.
Ultimate.
Yes.
Taking one down, knocking another out. Fruit distracting while Owen takes down the ink crystal, but on the other side. Oh, no, just this side. Fruit going in! We have some JoJo also. Oh, who is that? Oh, no. Trying to get the dragon. Is this the win? We go into a game 3.
Sighs of relief for the side of Team S Major.
Team S Major looking good. I can see them shaking from here, man.
We knew this was not going to be an easy finals for either team. Things are now tied up. We have one more match to determine who will be taking this whole thing home. And like you were saying, you saw the elated reaction of Team S Major being able to bring it back there and really close that one out solidly.
Such coordination from them in that last play. The patience of Fruit Berries to wait to go in, for Owen Juice to come through and just make that play with the ultimate. And I mean, or rather when it was happening on the other side and then coming through and like, I'm just so frazzled by the chaos because you have to find those openings, right? And sometimes the openings are so small and the teams have been capitalizing.
We're checking out some shots here. JoJo just eliminating Hannah, dying herself. Oh my god. The Hannah v. JoJo story. I love it.
Right, I mean,
Fun's going for JoJo. JoJo turns.
I would say Puns and JoJo were two of the players that we were calling out coming into the final to watch, but I think Fruit Berries as well as an individual had a lot of control over this game and really showed what Banjax as a character can do.
Definitely. Just Fruit going in, doing a few hits, running back out, eating a golden apple, going back in, getting some shots on some people. Like, that's how you play it.
Yeah, I think the teams have really started to nail down their synergy, find which roles best suit their play style and their own personalities and kind of how they all need to support each other, not literally in a support role, but just how they work together as a unit. And talk about a turnaround, because we saw how sad Team S Major looked after the first match that Team Hannah Rose took home, and now they're the ones coming out on top. I was a little bit worried about their mental at first.
It's such a quick turnaround between the maps, so you don't have that much time to reset yourself if you feel a little tilted or anything like that, but it seems like they had a good energy. They were able to come through. I think a lot of the teams are using their ultimates more liberally and really getting to know the pace of the game so that they don't have to wait until a certain point to really break through and can have an overarching strategy.
And now we're gonna have to see how they reset. Yet again, one more time, okay? We're going to be giving them a little bit of opportunity to do that. And I don't know if you saw that bracket up there for our third, fourth match.
Team Kratzy takes third from Team Purple. I'm so sorry, Gabby.
Huge congratulations to Team Kratzy for taking home that third place while we were watching our two finals matches so far. And you can see dead even right now for Team Hannah Rose and Team S Major. So we need that decider.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That's impressive. I thought we were gonna be stuck with another 1-1 on that too.
Yeah, it's been a very intense day so far, and I mean, Team Kratzy being able to close it out here in the 2-0. You know, I was putting my faith in the former Challenger League player and Team Purple, and I think that Team Kratzy though looks like they were having a lot of fun with this one.
Sneak just firing shots.
Is this
like
easy?
no
Is that
tomorrow.
easy? Is that easy?
Is that easy? Sneaking the easy triple there. Going in. Getting that dragon.
Look at that.
Unchallenged. And that was the win.
And you do still walk away, you know, that does change the amount of money that you walk away with in terms of the third place match. So I think they can go, all right, nice. We got a little bit of that and a little bit of extra bragging rights.
Oh yeah, every time. I mean, the amount of times that just this group has competed against each other in various other Minecraft-related rivals stuff. So they're all friends. They all end up on different teams every single time.
Oh yeah.
And so everyone is accomplished in some fashion. They all have a bunch of wins under their belts. And so that's why we knew it was going to be this close, this difficult. But it does always feel good to one-up your friends a little bit.
Well, next time you hop in a chat with them, you say, oh, hey, what happened the last time we
rub a little
in the server
salt on the
together?
wound. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. I'm checking around, looking around, watching our teams get themselves set up and ready. We're giving them a little bit of breathing room between that final match. And now, I don't even know how to call it at this point, because I really saw how solid everyone looked by the end of that second match. I'm excited to see if anything gets changed up to try and surprise the opposing team.
Yeah, I think that they'll probably stay consistent in some areas, but, you know, might have a little bit of adaptation, being that it's the last match on the line.
Well, we might be able to get some insider info because I think we have Reflection standing by ready to talk with Orange Juice.
All right, yeah, I got Orange Juice over here. S Major team, how you feeling, man?
Good, yeah, well, yeah, on top of the world right now. Let's see how it goes.
So you lose game 1, game 2. What's your mindset like? Because you had to be a little bit nervous after losing that first one.
Yeah, we're feeling it out. The first map wasn't our strong suit, but we'd played on Sweet Peaks before, so we kind of knew the terrain, and we've got some good strats.
So game 3, right? It comes down to this. You want to be a champion, you got to win this next one. You changing anything up? You keeping things the same? Don't give it away though if you don't have to, but maybe give me a little something if you can.
Yeah, we're kind of analyzed the other team's strengths, and we're tweaking it slightly, but I don't want to say anything too much, you know.
I can't blame him. I can't blame him. We got Orange Juice over here. Give it up for him as well as S Major's team. We're going to a game 3. Glitter, take it away.
All right, thank you very much, Reflection. See, that's kind of what I was assuming. We heard it. Obviously not going to give the exact strat away, but they did pick up some information, and it is about that adaptation. They're going to be tweaking a few things, Kara, and I think it could be very helpful.
I certainly hope so. Because I guessed that S Major was going to win the whole thing.
It is your pick.
I'm a little biased. A lot of people on that team I love. I love everyone in Team Hannah Rose as well. But I'm very curious, very excited to see what those adaptations are going to be.
Yeah, especially because, I mean, I feel like there were definitely some things that came to fruition before, but gotta call attention here. This TwitchRivals is my Super Bowl. I like that, Jess.
I agree.
like that.
And if you guys are using the hashtag TwitchRivals when you're tweeting things on social media, you might be able to get your tweets put up here on stage as well. To be fair, this crowd has sounded as loud as a Super Bowl crowd because of how many fans we've got for all of our Minecraft creators in here. It's been very, very fun.
I love catching peeks of their faces too when they're watching along, and you can hear them trying to make calls to their favorite players here, saying, go, 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 go.
Oh yeah, you can see people covering their mouth like, oh my God, did that just happen? You love to see it.
All right, we're getting a little bit of a look at the map as well that they're going to be playing on. The gameplay has started. The final match of our finals for Minecraft MOBA is underway.
Alrighty, friends, the last time that we will be coming to a map in this Minecraft MOBA. We are back in the jungle territory, the only place that we take care of our deciders, but only one championship team will emerge victorious. Is it gonna be Team Hannah Rose, or is it gonna be Team S Major?
So we immediately see Fruitberries chasing someone down. Doing what Fruitberries does best. Scouting around, getting some mobs, getting some gold. Oh, disturbed by Sylvie.
Sylvie hanging out in the
Sylvie's
jungle.
not gonna let that happen. That's my jungle.
Yep, getting into it. And eventually, I expect from Sylvie, we'll see a lot of what we saw before. Once that initial tower goes down, she's on defensive duty around the base. But for now, it's pretty much one of the only opportunities as that defensive player that she has to go and acquire these camps.
Sylvie shooting at Jojo. Jojo running. Jojo's like, not today.
One thing to consider with this map as well, since it is the Game 3 map, only Team S Major has played on it since Hannah's team did 2-0 in their semifinal.
That is very true. I wonder if Team S Major is going to have some tricks, advantages they could use.
Considering that Owen in the interview was talking about what they learned when they were able to go on Candy Peaks the first time. So now you have to imagine they're taking the same approach here. As it was a Hannah Rose elimination, but still early on, just opportunities to get some of this extra golden mana and like.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna die.
Shooting at fruit shooting at puns.
I need to go get
What
more.
violent fruit.
He used his ability on.
I'm gonna take speed.
Getting some of these early deaths here, as well as some of the team and individual upgrades. But
Hannah jumped me. But
Hannah face to face with Fruitberries. Wow, how does Fruitberries make it seem so effortless?
He's so calm. He's like, oh, Hannah's here. I gotta kill her.
Doing the same thing on earlier maps too. Just going, I'm gonna go through the jungle and I'm just gonna kill everyone and everything that I see. All right.
I'm on your side as well.
He's a chill dude. He's like,
yeah, me and
it's just
Fred are doing on this side. Hannah's here.
I love the contrast of that though, when you see an action-packed moment like this, like Hannah getting it
coming in, getting that revenge. Scott just sniping Hannah. That was amazing.
What a great shot. I mean, there's been some amazing landings of the projectiles, and you can tell those are elements where the familiarity, because these are Minecraft players and kind of having this
Tulabot over here. Oh my god, half a heart. That could have gone either way, but Sylvie just gets it in the end. Foolish getting JoJo, Plum's getting Owen.
Everybody's wanting to get some of
Oh, upside down
now as well. Jack coming through with the influence once again, throwing us into the upside down. I wish I could do that. You ever see when people can just walk an entire room while on their hands, and you're like, how?
I've seen that a couple times.
Yeah, that's what I feel like they're doing. They're just,
Right? Yeah.
Look at my upper body strength. Somehow also while floating above the ground.
I can invite her.
I wonder if that like changes how they fight. Like,
That's a part of it.
Yeah, how does it really actually
They're smart enough to not
alter kind of some of their engages here?
JoJo going after Hannah. Fruit also right behind JoJo. Also wanted a piece of Hannah right here. Now Fruit is hiding right there. Where'd you come from? Fruit was not behind JoJo after all.
Looking like a battle royale for a minute, just camping in a corner and saying, "So no,
Hey, what's up?"
But alas, so right now, 5 minutes into the game, Upside Down is now over, but we haven't really seen any of those attempts to chip onto the towers just yet. Even though it is still early, it feels like some teams were electing to at least attempt to get a hit or two. And maybe some of that is just the way that the jungle is constructed.
It might be, it might be. Yeah, before we, like, even by this time, we would have seen some of the Wither Towers having some of their hearts gone.
And to be fair, I do like this adjustment actually.
I do too.
When you're not doing as much damage at the top and you're making all of that way, Fruit Fairies though.
But it's fine. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Good shot.
A little trouble in paradise.
I think it's way more of an advantage to use your time, get the mobs, get the gold. No one's going after Jerry though. We've seen this so many times with these teams. They're not going for the tier 3 mob. They're just like, we don't need it. I don't need it.
That is something that I wonder, and maybe even get to talk to the players about it later, why both teams in the finals, all 3 maps, they just decided that the tier 3 mob were not worth it.
I would also like to hear that too, because we saw for the 3rd place match, they still went for the tier 3 mob.
And it's almost that, you talk about a tournament meta that develops, but a lot of times an in-match meta, and the more that these two teams specifically are playing against each other, they start adopting the enemy team strategy, especially when you're not as familiar yet in exactly what the meta strategy is, because it's so new and you think, oh, they're not going for it, maybe we shouldn't either, not worth taking the fight, because it could be a baiting opportunity in the end.
Could be.
They don't know. We know that it's not, but they don't know.
Okay, sorry, I'm not paying attention.
Sylvie's low.
This is just a little bit of...
Sylvie's low.
Seems like no one's really hunting down the other team right now. It's more of, okay, you're coming to the same camp at the same time as me. I'll try and get the pick just to deny your XP. More about that denial while you focus on your farming up and getting the team strong, durable, and damage dealing.
CBK's in the mid. CBK's in the middle.
Giving some bombs, calling out player locations. Going after Scott.
He's low, right?
One heart. Oh my god.
That was a close one.
I wonder if CPK shot him a little bit as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I got it.
Seems like something of that might have happened, but as Major now off of that can just continue to go farm through. Has the reinforcements of Owen here as well. Always better with the numbers advantage.
I don't think I actually am. I just feel it.
But I actually would be curious because it does seem like they're chatting a lot. I'd love to be able to hear what team S Major is spitting up in the storm in their comms.
Right. Oh, the combo.
And that's it.
Combo? Okay. What if I can get there, Skrelly?
Yeah, I'm pushing the left side right now to try and clean up all the mobs that they didn't get yet. Scoop, 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 boop.
Okay,
They're all
so
there. Like,
There's a nice little mob respawn. That was good timing.
it sounds like
they're all just chasing me.
they're dividing.
Oh my god, go for the bed, go for the base. Oh, sorry, bed. Oh my god. Pull it, foolish, go, foolish, go. Oh, wait, never mind.
I'm just fine.
I do love the veracity
Yeah, foolish,
with which
do
he
that.
is pushing forward these comments. Like, even if you do have to call back on it and say never mind, you always want to commit to a play. They say even committing to a play that's not optimal is better as long as you're all
Hannah just running through. Not really taking advantage of being in the base, just saying, oh god, there's more people here than I thought.
A stronghold of the defense for Team S Major. 2 members of Team Hannah Rose coming forward. Puns being one of them, taking a lot of tick, tick, tick damage. Ultimate used. Ingus fire everywhere on both sides. Puns falls at the hands of JoJo.
Great defensive fire by blue team. But Puns opting to ultimate right in. Not enough though.
Not quite, but good on the attempt. Because that was an adaptation. It does
What if
feel
your
like
mob spawned inside of
everyone
tree,
in
so you can't
this
get
final, they have been using their ultimates more, catching on to that, okay, I'm wasting too many of my resources. If I don't clear out that bar so I can regen it again,
Over the middle now.
even if it doesn't work out, that is still better than what you lose by not using it at all until later.
Oh my god, it's like playing video games and you're like, I gotta save all these items just in case I need them, and then you never use them.
Yeah, exactly. And especially this early into the game, because later there's something to be said. If you use an ultimate, it doesn't go well, then the enemy team can say, okay, that's a resource they don't have. Let's try and punish that. But right now, no one's going into the base. No major objectives are being fought over, like the tier 3 mob. There's nothing that you really lose too much if that goes to the wayside.
I just want to point out that JoJo double kill right there.
Another double.
What happens when JoJo starts getting double kills on the war? It seems like this is a good strategy for Team S Major when JoJo starts to come online.
Will she? The more double kills she gets, will she turn into JoJo?
So if it's a bunch, like let's say she gets a triple kill in the quadrant, then is it JoJo?
Top 3, guys.
Direct correlation between the number of
kills and the Joes. JoJo going in for some cheeky hits.
A bit more delayed than she's done in the past, but I think now it's kind of the time over to the 10-minute mark, that mid-game you can start doing so.
They use their
eliminated by Foolish, so some abilities being thrown down around this Wither Tower.
Respawn timers are pretty short right now, so it's not too big a loss.
Not too much just
She's
yet.
doing her ult. CBK is stuck in place. Hannah can just run around.
Okay, not bad, not bad.
Not losing anything.
I'm going to heal.
I like
some
the
more
target
hits. Just getting some more hits.
Yeah.
JoJo trying to respond.
Okay. Oh, he's right here.
Saying, okay, I was trying to hit this tower. They came after me. Let me go see if I can get some hits on the other.
Oh, yeah.
But nice defense here. You can see
I'm dead.
Puns wanted to try and turn
have a lot
around
of
and
gold,
try and
though.
output a little bit of damage because I think he realized that he wasn't safe and there was no way he was escaping those multiple members. But
you gotta try something.
11.5 minutes in and not a single tower has fallen. Sometimes in MOBAs too, teams will start playing a little more reserved the closer the game gets. Do you feel like with the players and how well you know them, is that a tendency that you think they might go towards?
I think so, especially more strategy-heavy teams. I mean, everything's on the line. This is the last game. We should play more safe. We should really know what we're doing. We don't want to take any chances. We want to make sure we have the advantage before we go in, you know?
Is the wrong call can make the difference. But right
Sam
now,
thinks we can
and
cheese
JoJo
the
taken
slime,
down by
whatever that
Hannah.
means.
Cheese meister in here.
Fruits.
Slot. So Hannah, every time that she's getting one of these kills, making sure to find the next camp so that she can
I gotta kill him
continue to garner
foolish.
the
I'm pushing their wither. I'm
resources.
pushing their
Oh,
wither.
here comes Fruit.
Yeah. Oh, and Fruitberries loves to go on these runs. I took out my enemy in the jungle. Now I'm taking down this tower. Oh no!
No one here. No one here.
Nobody.
Oh, here they come. Here they come.
Oh, there they
and
are.
Fruit's like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah, I did
Did so
a
much
ton of
damage
the
too,
middle.
and I feel like Fruitberries has gotten extremely comfortable with the Banjax character.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Knowing just how much space he can create, but right
Pun's
now
getting
some
rolled.
fire down to
Oh,
bottom.
takes down Pun's. Fruit's happy about that one.
Yes, and now he can just push right back towards the tower. Sylvie is here.
Sylvie's like, Sylvie's waiting until Hannah gets there. Wants to regroup. Strength in numbers. Especially with Sylvie being a tank character. She needs the attacker to come help her.
Sylvie is probably going to be more on that kind of goalie-like duty from here on out in the game.
Which is a very smart play to do.
Yep, she's been doing that every single time. Very, very effective with it. And the power that it offers when Hannah Rose, for instance, comes to just put out a bit more of the damage, as you're saying, really able to synergize in that way. And taking down JoJo, though. So this camp is hers.
Yeah, and I saw Sylvie has full mana. She is ready to use that ultimate whenever she needs to as well.
And whereas some of the others are saying, oh yeah, use them, make sure that you fill, so you can start filling that bar. I feel like this is one of the cases where that nuance comes in as the defender at the base. You don't necessarily want to willy-nilly throw that out. Takes a long charge time. If you don't use it there, you can use it in a team fight later. You have the damage of the towers. Right now, lots of damage coming from
trying to get
the
us
side of
going
Team
for
Hannah.
Jerry. Thank God.
You gotta die. You can make sure we.
Are we bad people for just wanting to see Jerry?
I want to see Jerry die.
Kill Jerry!
It was taken by Team S Major. Oh my God!
One hit away.
Puns died.
Puns cannot believe it. One hit away.
Technically killed him. And then they had the opening.
Sylvie's here. Ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
Poor Puns killed by Jerry. Oh, and going for Sylvie.
So get away from her.
All the way in. Sylvie's ultimate dying to Hannah Rose, but Sylvie's ultimate did quite a lot there.
And I love it, the way that she held it in the times prior and now used it so effectively. Sylvie has been amazing playing Tulabot.
JoJo having to wait 20 seconds to respawn.
It's fine, bro. It's fine.
Luckily, they aren't pushing the base yet.
Puns, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Farah,
By
we are
accident.
15 minutes in, and there's not a single tower down.
Oh my God, you're
I feel like that's very different from the last maps that
I
we've been
think so
watching. Right?
too. They're being so safe this time. Trying to get fruit berries. They're
He's
both
running back
rabbits. They're
towards
both
the-
fast. Fruit can't really get away. He's engaging.
Oh, turning it around, trying to use everything he can in the speed to dodge the attacks that Hannah had, but now she goes.
Takes her. Fruit takes her down.
Yes. All right. Do you enjoy more when it's two of the same characters fighting each other?
I do. And I like that.
Bunny v bunny.
Bunny v bunny. Pons doing what Pons does best, of course. Sneaking around, taking advantages.
First tower down of this map thus far at 16 minutes, immediately funneling that into the crystal. No reason to go elsewhere.
And that is a slow response by Team S Major. Taking down JoJo.
Puns the pyro in full effect here to take down JoJo and take down the crystal. One lane completely opened up for the team. But look on the map. Look at the right side of your screen. We lost three towers and one crystal in totality during these engagements.
What we didn't see is the other side.
Oh gosh, both teams playing so safely up until that moment and finding the opening meant that it cracked open on both sides of the map. And now, while Team Hannah Rose was putting in the work, it's almost, I would say somewhat even. Well, having two towers down, it means that you only have one damage output, but at the same time, you do eventually have to take down a crystal. So
You do.
the difference is only minute to some degree.
I'm pretty sure on the red team, that other tower is very, very low. Oh, and he's like, I know this. I know what this is. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, Hannah burned all. She didn't hit me at all.
Hey, come find me. Even calling out to the rest of the team, they didn't have me at all. And part of Fruitberry's role
Oh, their base is like,
feels
they have
like
like
it has
one
been
person
saying,
there.
"Come chase the rabbit."
Yep.
Come chase the rabbit until I give you a blue and red pill.
Now it's his time to use the ult. He gets both of them in his ult. He's hopping around. He's going fast. He wants this.
What trade though? JoJo also getting eliminated.
Oh, can he
here.
get? He takes down Sylvie before going down himself to Foolish. But look at that crystal, Gabby.
Oh, that crystal, a single heart standing. All
Every
towers down for
crystal.
Team Hannah Rose though.
All three of those crystals are so low.
This puts a lot more pressure on Sylvie as the defender of the base.
Oh, it really does.
But she loses so much of the damage output because of the elimination and totality of the towers.
Everyone needs to sit there.
Oh, yes.
Can you heal?
Yeah, Team S Major still has 2 of the towers left. That is very advantageous to them. Oh, he's a porcupine. Look at that. Look at Punch's porcupine cosplay.
You saw me.
JoJo coming in, freezing him, taking him down.
Why couldn't I recall? That's so
Tried
dumb.
to get the AoE fire out, but wasn't in time. JoJo gets the kill, but fairly low. Has to heal up herself with the golden apple.
Ice v Fire. Ice coming out on top this time.
Oh wait!
Oh, Hannah found JoJo in the jungle. JoJo was already pretty low. Her golden apple did not have enough time to bring her up to health. They're just
all on me by their
way. Generation still needing some additional time. But if you're looking at Team Hannah Rose, I know there's a lot of Hannah Rose fans in the audience.
Here comes Fruit. He wants the rest of those crystals.
Oh, and
he is so speedy. He is so fast.
He has to go for the duel.
He's got to
though.
go back. He wants to go back.
Crystals, they just have one left.
They want to force this duel. He has to either
Gotta
go
go
back,
back.
go for it.
I wonder if he's waiting for his cooldown for the speed boost.
Yeah. It's just 2 of them at their base.
Using his apple. Wants that armor.
On the crystal, on the crystal.
Ignoring
Give me the wrong
Sylvie,
crystal, I know.
going straight for the crystal.
Oh,
Getting
hold on,
another.
hold on.
Really, he got all 3 crystals there.
Not even having to die just yet. Now Sylvie does have some additional
I'm dead,
assistance from the rest of the team, so they take down Fruit Berries. But that is an exposed Ender Dragon. There
We
is
have Ponce here.
potential.
Doing in kind, doing the same thing that Fruit did.
Oh, but there's an AoE fire right here with Ingus that makes that difficult. Still manages to do so. Has the healing, has the utility available to prolong his staycation within
but
the enemy
blue
base.
team already getting the dragon down to 60% health. Getting them out.
Oh.
What can Punz do? Punz is being flanked by 2. Not quite. One little bitty crystal left is all that protects their dragon. Hannah coming in, wants the crystal for herself.
The same way Fruit Berries has been operating, Hannah can do the same. She's in the duel right now. Did manage to take down all the crystals though.
Taken down though.
A lot gained though for the death. 2 exposed dragons.
Oh my god. Of course it's going down to this on game 3 of the finals. Oh my god.
I hope we base race
As soon
again.
as you
I
get
hope we
into
base
going in,
race
I'm
for
gonna
our
use my
third map.
resistance
My heart's
green
pounding.
for
My
the
adrenaline is
height.
pumping. I
Slower.
can't imagine what these players feel right now.
It is tough, and like we said before, I think on the side of Team Hannah Rose now, it's not necessarily enough to have Sylvie there because she needs that additional damage assistance without the towers.
They're
and that's
going
why
in.
they're
They're
clustered.
just ignoring. They really want this dragon. We have another coming in. Scott coming in, trying to hit the dragon. And they won!
Team S Major with the victory!
Let's go. They're doing the shrug.
Phenomenal performance from Team S Major, the winners of your Minecraft MOBA. Let's get them up here on the stage. All right, Captain S Major right next to me, please. Everybody else line up in a V going that way. All right, congratulations on the win. Talk us through what just happened there?
Honestly, it's a blur, but it was insane. I think the fact that like we had to kind of do 3 rounds each time meant we knew all the maps, so it gave us an advantage like they had in the first round. But our team comp, our communication, and our skills made us win. And I'm so happy I couldn't have done it without my team, my amazing team.
I mean, you all absolutely crushed it. Here is your trophy. You will all be getting one, don't worry, okay? But hold it up. Congratulations yet again. All right, I've got to ask you, Fruitberries, because I feel like you were having some of the most fun. I was watching you deliberately troll people while you were competing. Like how? Everyone else was so lasered in and focused and you were busy messing with everyone.
I don't know. So our team was really calm. So I was able to very often go in and make these solo plays, try to like, while the team was getting team upgrades, I try to focus on like a good sword and stuff. And yeah, it enabled me to just like go super aggressive when I needed to.
Well, I think you having fun made everybody else enjoy watching it. So thank you for that. I mean, we saw incredible plays out of all of you. I want to give you an opportunity to shout yourself and your whole squad out. I mean, obviously everyone knows you, but just in case anybody watching at home doesn't.
Okay, well, I am S Major. This is Fruitberry, CBK, Jojo, and Orange Juice TV. Mage 12s, they're all amazing people, and that's why I picked them, and I couldn't have won with a better team.
Fantastic job yet again, but chat, it's also time to reveal your MVP with some help from Pizza Hut. But first, Pizza Hut's Detroit-style pizza is back with the sauce poured right on top of that thick, crispy square crust. Get yours today. So now let's unbox our MV pizza to see who the winner is. Yeah, who do you... It's Hannah Rose! On the MV pizza! Hannah Rose, congratulations for being our MV pizza. But that's a wrap for Minecraft MOBA. But don't go anywhere. The creators for Apex Legends Mode Mashup are in the building. We're getting ready for battle next. This is TwitchRivals live from TwitchCon.
Look at us.
I can't believe I lost.
Savage. Power, trust, intelligence.
Stealth style.
Savage performance. True power controls both.
Legion 7.
Jack Lynx is good with it.
Luna Rosa Ocean, Fragrance by Prada.
To those that give 100% to fall. To those with 90 mini pumpkins adorning their stoop. And to those with a collection of 80 autumn-themed sweaters. Wow. Fall hard with the Pumpkin Spice Signature Latte. America runs on Dunkin'.
TwitchRivals Arena presented by Verizon. We just wrapped up an amazing debut of Minecraft MOBA. Now, earlier in the show, our analysts made some bold claims about things that they thought would happen during the tournament. And now it's time to see if they came true or not. This is Brave Stakes presented by Crypto.com. All right, we're gonna have to refresh everybody's memories on what your predictions were. Tigress, we'll start with you.
I started with Team Purple. And then that didn't work out. So then I went to Team Hannah Rose, and then that didn't quite work out.
So you're the two-time, but on the wrong side of things. You know what?
Just keep it. I'm the two-time.
It happens. It happens. And then Kara, what happened with your prediction?
Well, I predicted Team S Major would win the whole thing because I'm at a bit more of an advantage because I know the players. I know how they work together. Oh my God, look at that twerk circle. That's my team right there. That's my team. This is why I knew they were gonna win.
Yeah, it's always the showmanship that comes through. That's how you win games, baby.
Well, in this specific instance, Kara, you were the one that won. But that does it for today's Brave Stakes. Download the Crypto.com app today. Fortune favors the brave. Now, that's not all we have, okay? We've got one more Minecraft-related surprise. First of all, we could not do a Minecraft event without getting PikaClicks up here to chat with us. The massive name that you've been seeing on the screen the entire time, the brains behind this entire event. PikaClicks, come up on stage with us and let's have a chat. Guys, welcome PikaClicks to the stage. What are you doing? Wow, unappreciative.
Unappreciative.
I'm happy you're here, PikaClicks. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, the Tigress.
So I very much am excited about everything that you brought today. I thought it was a lot of fun. So I wanted to ask you, what allowed you to come up with this wonderful idea to build a MOBA inside of Minecraft?
So I've always thought Minecraft had a lot of potential for a competitive format, and my buddies over at Space Station Gaming and their side project Airlock, they got me into a call with Twitch, and we just brainstormed for a couple hours, and this is the conclusion we came to. We think MOBAs are really flexible, and it's an easy way to make something that we can mold it into something that works for Minecraft, even if it's not native to it.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Now, how much inspiration did you take from MOBAs directly?
So we've got a lot of different elements from a lot of different games. We focused on the map structure from Smite, the leading mechanics from League of Legends. We wanted to focus on PvE from probably a little more out there, but Pokemon Unite, we like the idea of PvE being more of a resource to cultivate than an obstacle. So we've tapped into all of those different games, as well as some others like Overwatch that's technically a MOBA, even though people don't see it as one. But yeah, it's a lot of them.
Well, everything that you've done, PikaClicks, I think a lot of people were a fan of. I mean, we've got a tweet that is evidence of that, okay? Because it was just so good that everyone on social media is getting very hyped about it. And this tweet says, this TwitchRivals right now basically playing League in Minecraft is pretty smart. I feel like this should be a thing, right? Well, it is a thing because TwitchRivals and PikaClicks are teaming up for Minecraft Competitive League. Yes, you heard that correctly. The TwitchRivals Minecraft Competitive League series begins on November 1st and will include 8 events throughout November. 8 teams will battle for $100,000 on the same amazing MOBA server that we're using here today. PikaClicks, how excited are you about this and what are your expectations for the first season of MCL?
Well, right off the rip, I'm looking forward to seeing a metagame develop. You know, everyone playing here, they did a great job, but they're new to the game. I think there's a lot more to learn, a lot of different strategies to come up with, a lot more rebalancing for me and my team to deal with. And it's going to be a really good time seeing people like my buddy Josh Fruitberries be even more of a mega sweat than he was today, get the buckets out.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think it's going to be awesome. Thank you so much for coming up here and chatting with us, walking us through this whole new mode and helping us announce MCL, because the first MCL event on November 1st will be presented by our partners at Capital One. In the spirit of that, Wavepunk is standing by for a special edition of our Community Quest.
Okay, folks, hope you guys are ready. That's right, it's time for the Capital One Community Quest, where one lucky fan can win big. I'm here joined by Jenna. Jenna, say hello.
Jenna, hi.
Hello. Were you here for the Minecraft action?
Yes.
Okay, who were you rooting for?
Team Hannah.
Team Hannah. Oh, I was rooting for Team Hannah too. It was a close one there, but she'll get the revenge in the future. All right. Now, how much archery have you done in your life?
0.
0. Okay, well, we're going to talk through the rules of how this works. It's going to be very simple. You can stand on that X right there for me. We're going to talk about how this works. Jenna is going to have 30 seconds to try and hit as many targets as possible. There's 5 boxes over here. You can hit each target one time. You may retrieve arrows and reshoot as many times as you want within that 30-second period. At the end, each box is worth $100. There's $500 you can get. Are you ready, Jenna? Okay, we begin. Pick up your first arrow. Pick up the first bone arrow. Are you ready? Set. Go! Oh, close one. You gotta get this on the string. It should be okay. Ah! Load the string behind it there. Also close. Yes, put it in the Try that. And then pull the arrow, and then let go of the arrow. Wow, we really are learning how to do archery on the fly here, folks. There we go. Oh, they haven't started the clock yet, so we're gonna get one practice arrow here, okay? So here, watch. See here, you're holding the string. Hold the arrow, and then let these fingers go. Yeah, just hold it by. Yep, there you go. And now do it. There it goes. Make sense? Okay, that was a practice shot. Let's go. Now you pull it, you put it in the front. This way. Ooh, there we go. And then remember, grab just the arrow. All right, cool. The clock is going now. Let's grab another one. There you go. Good idea, good idea. Remember, just grab the arrow. Just hold the arrow. There we go. Woo! Oh, so close. You hit one. You hit one. 20 seconds left. Oh, that was 2. Let's go. Oh, there. There you go. You improved fast. Okay, time to get this one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1.5. Oh, 0. Close one, Jenna. Close one, Jenna. But you got 2 boxes. That's $200. What are you going to do with the $200?
I have no idea.
No idea, folks. Well, hey, Jenna, thank you so much for playing today. Appreciate you learning archery on the fly with us. That's our Capital One Community Quest, folks. Big shout out to Capital One, official bank and credit card of TwitchRivals, and a presenting sponsor of TwitchCon San Diego. If you're here at TwitchCon, bring your Capital One debit or credit card to unlock exclusive discounts on merch and a cardholder express line at the Loot Cave. Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One NA member FDIC. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back for some Apex Legends action right here on TwitchRivals. Thank you so much.
Look at us.
I can't believe I lost.
Power delivers the confidence to be savage, to explore and see new worlds in a better way.
Stealth enriches your creativity.
It shows a more striking appearance.
Stealth style.
Savage performance. True power controls both.
Legion 7.
If you get kicked out of your neighbor's yard for stealing their leaves, you're gonna need something to fuel you up so you can sneak back in. Fall hard with the Pumpkin Cream Cold Brew. America runs on Duncan.
Luna Rosa Ocean Fragrance by Prada.
Going to TwitchCon San Diego.
To TwitchCon San Diego!
Let's go! How much more effort can they put into this game to at least solidify their win position right now?
They could steal first place. This could be everything for them in these final moments.
Oh my god!
Make some noise!
It's just an absolute massacre right now. No survivors. It just doesn't seem as though it's going to let up anytime soon.
If I can qualify to San Diego, everyone can.
And welcome back to TwitchRivals live from TwitchCon San Diego. This is day 2 of 3, and it's already been an epic weekend. If you're just joining us, here's a rundown of everything you've got going for TwitchRivals this weekend. Yesterday was the Balloon World Cup Regional Champions. Trust me, it was worth a bot watch. Go back and watch, it was incredible. If you missed it anyways, we just wrapped up the fun Minecraft MOBA tournament. Tomorrow, it's the much anticipated finale of Zero Build Series featuring Fortnite and the Super Hype Ultimate Challenge Gauntlet, which is going to have some great events. Trust me, you do not want to miss that. For now, we are ramping up for Apex Legends. Vote, watch up, and check it out. It's going to be absolutely incredible. The crowd is ready for it. This TwitchRivals Avenue is presented by Verizon. Now, fans of our TwitchRivals Arena are in luck because all weekend we're giving away lots of swag and gear, including these super cool loot keys loaded in with game codes, skins, coupons, and a bunch of other cool stuff. All you have to do is just go out and find someone staff who's going to be giving them away. Trust me, they are definitely worth it. We've got over 600 of these, including 10 special golden loot keys that come with physical swag, VIP access, and other perks throughout TwitchCon. If you're here at TwitchCon, head over to TwitchRivals for a chance to win. Back to you, Waypunk. Thank you so much, Reflections. What a show we've had, and how about that Minecraft finale? Game 3, open bases, and the comeback win from S Major. What a day. Welcome back, folks. I'm Wavepunk. I've been watching in the back the whole time. It's been a great time. I got Rain Day and Stella here with us, but Glitter, let's talk about the Minecraft for just a second. That was amazing.
Pure insanity. I mean, every single match was close. We saw comebacks from Team Hannah Rose. We saw comebacks from Team S Major. It was even close for the third, fourth match. So I wasn't prepared because I truly did not know what to expect out of Minecraft MOBA. It's a completely brand new game mode. It did not disappoint, Wave.
No, I mean, I come from MOBAs, you know, a couple of games that you may know me from. That is what it looked like to me, not Minecraft. And I like Minecraft. I found a way to get into it through this, so that was fun to watch.
Honestly, my favorite MOBA has been kind of shut down. It was Heroes of the Storm, so I mean, I have a new game to play, so this is great.
You're going to be part of the MCL then.
Yeah, maybe we have a new favorite MOBA for you.
That's right.
I don't know. They figured out how to play well, but S Major playing with Fruit Berries, JoJo Solos, Orange Juice, and CPK there. Seeing JoJo finally get a win. She's played in so many Minecraft events and finally getting there. That was beautiful.
And she was instrumental in so many of those plays. She was sneaking around. She was able to clear out so much in the opposing team's bases without really being punished for it, that her plays were the turning point many times for her team.
Metas were developing. We saw, you know, highlight moments, but, you know, I hope we get to see that another time, whether or not TwitchRivals or in the future at least.
Can we talk about our outfit coordination right now?
Yeah, I know. Right? We didn't plan this.
You two are alternating. And then you
guys
are
planned
like,
it though, right?
None of this was planned.
No, none of it.
We just showed up
it's just
today.
the synergy. It's the Apex synergy right here. I have no
Exactly.
idea how it happened, but you know, I've worked with Stella before. It's always been great. She always dresses up over me, so I try to just be simple and let her steal the show as usual. But I like that we were coordinated.
I know, this is great.
Yeah.
You know, you were in the makeup chair this morning, and I poked my head and I was like, "Is that what you're wearing?" And you were like, "Is that what you're wearing?" And we just like, it was just a wonderful mind sync moment. You all look fantastic, though.
You too, Wave.
Let's talk about yesterday a little bit. You two weren't here, but Glitter, you were here for the Balloon World Championship qualifiers. North America on the stage, Canada, US, not competing against each other, just competing against themselves for a chance to compete against each other in Barcelona later this month.
Yeah, and once again, very close. I mean, when was the last time you saw professional keepy-uppy rain?
I haven't ever seen it.
Exactly.
And that's why I was sad I was not here. I watched it all, though. I literally watched every single moment. I mean, there was high drama, there were stakes, there was, you know, awesome opportunities for highlight reels. So, I mean, I was surprised, impressed, and very happy to see the winners win.
I mean, Stella, I don't know if you missed it, but plants, many fake plants were sacrificed here.
Oh my God, I know. I'm so glad they weren't real because, you know, it's fine. But yeah, look at this. I love the technique and yeah, right there, the save. This is why you have the helmets on, and I love seeing the safety measures being put in place.
Listen, people were diving, okay, they were committed, but the entire time we saw good sportsmanship. Dreads comes out on top for Canada, and then we'll see in our US clips here, that's Keem, that was the US winner. Keem had some flair, let me tell you.
I loved what he was representing too, an IRL streamer going to Barcelona. We could tell the synergy is so good for his career, his platform, but also he's never been outside of the country, so it was a cool opportunity for him personally, and he was working for it.
The commitment to get himself to Barcelona for a chance to represent the U.S. World Championship, and just and falling with style. And genuinely throughout the whole experience there. What a performance for him, and he had such strong words, such a strong message at the end of his victory as well. It was, I don't know, the endurance of that finals was like 5 minutes.
That was the other thing we didn't mention, Stella. All of our rounds leading up to the finals were only 2 minutes long. Finals was 5 minutes long. People don't realize the cardio difference in that.
Oh my God, yeah, no, I literally did arms today, and I'm like, this mic holding is gonna get a little difficult.
You'll be okay. I believe in you there. Mr. Game and Dreads advancing, one to represent US and the other to represent Canada in the Barcelona Balloon World Championship, October 27th. You'll get to see them there live and in person. Should be pretty crazy stuff. But that stuff, everything we've been talking about on this couch with these 4 people so far has been things that have never happened on TwitchRivals before.
That's right.
We are now heading in to Apex Legends, which is a name that is synonymous with TwitchRivals. It is the two go hand in hand here, Glitter.
Yeah, absolutely. And listen, I have been the social media arbiter so far today. We've got a tweet that we're going to be taking a look at here. Tweet is from Lulu Lovely. Okay.
Who's that?
We're going to give this a little read. I'll be live at 2:30 streaming my POV from the Apex Twitch Rivals. I hope everyone else is hungover so that I can win. That is a fair strategy, okay? That actually might play into it too.
I think a lot of people are trying to employ that strategy here at this event. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but if you've been around, you definitely notice. Everyone's having fun though, and I think the Apex community took, 959 days from starting their competitive journey to get together in championships and in Sweden earlier this year. This is the only second US LAN that the Apex community has ever been involved in, so it's hype.
Yeah, and there's some cool new game modes that are going to be showcased today, which I don't want to
That's
spoil,
right.
but like, you know, it's going to be really cool.
We got lots of cool stuff coming up here, folks. And as a matter of fact, let's spoil it right now. Let's talk about what's actually going to be happening here, format-wise overall. In the structure, we're going to have 4 matches in the competition. We'll have 2 Shadow Royale games and then 2 standard Battle Royale games. So if you're used to playing Apex Legends for the many years, those 2 final games will be very familiar. The first 2, though, be a little bit different. Don't worry, we'll explain it when we get there. You earn points based off of placements as well as eliminations within the Battle Royale. So we'll see that go down. How much money's on the line? $200,000. $45,000 going to first place there. What a prize pool.
Yeah, you guys want to go jump in real quick?
Yeah, can we play instead of Cass up here?
We would guarantee that $3,300 last place so quickly.
Yeah. We're guaranteed.
He has no faith in you.
That's $1,100 a piece, though. I mean, that's
true.
You know what I'm saying? That's a good day at work.
Do y'all know who's competing in this event? I think if they let a squad of 4 of us in, I don't think we hold a candle to these competitors. It's gonna be amazing, folks. Let's talk a little bit about some of the fun stuff with Apex Legends, though. There's constant movement. There's constant change in the meta for this game, and the teams that are competing in this game, folks. It's Stella. This is an ever-evolving competitive scene.
Yeah, do you want me to talk about teams that I'm totally keeping an eye on?
Okay, so we just said, which team do you think would trash the 4 of us the hardest is the question, I guess.
Oh my God. All of them? Actually, yeah, all of them.
Yeah, most.
I think the ones that would do it most disrespectfully, probably. Let's see. Probably Rambo's team.
Rambo.
Yeah,
Rambo.
because they do it with style.
Wow.
You know?
Okay. Rambo is bringing style. He is bringing style. He's had some pictures on Twitter that are looking a little dangerous. Might not want to bring significant others around to see them, you know. He's definitely a style man. And plus, he's had one of the best plays in championships that we were ever able to see. One of his teammates, Nasky, is here as well, representing with Team Girl and Alliance Yuki. So that's a nice team to check out for. A lot of fans for Girl as well in the arena.
Okay, well, chat, let us know your, there's a way you can vote in chat for your Legends tier list. Tell us which Legends you think are the best in Apex Legends here. And let's talk a little bit about Lulu Lovely. Okay, we just saw a tweet from her here, Stella. She's gonna be one of the teams competing today. We're gonna take a look at some of her highlights. Always a threat. We've seen her play in many TwitchRivals events.
Oh my God, so yeah, when I started watching Lulu, she made me feel kind of validated as a female gamer in this space, you know, because FPS has been so male dominated for so long, and seeing her just effortlessly wipe teams made me feel so good to see. And she can totally take on teams by herself. But, I mean, do you want to talk about her team here?
I mean, to me, Lulu is bringing so much value to the Apex community just by who she is. She used to cast Apex as well from some of our earlier casts. She's transitioned into such a high-level player, such a successful streamer that's well beyond the game. I feel like anybody that she's playing with is going to be very excited to work with her. And of course, that's a team you have to keep an eye out for here.
I mean, and we've seen Lulu Lovely compete not just in Apex Legends. We saw her go very deep in the TwitchRivals Ultimate Challenge in Vegas. Very deep competitor, Lulu is.
Yeah, and that was, once you're a gamer, you're a gamer, right? You know, if you're good, you're just good across the board, and that was what we saw. And I actually think that's going to be huge because it's the same setups. It's a vibe that she sat at before. And how many times? I mean, obviously, a lot of them bring their own stuff because it's about that comfort level. Yep. Even just knowing the desk you're at sometimes, though, it helps just that little bit.
Certainly does. I mean, getting comfortable in outside peripherals. I mean, even us, like sleeping at a hotel room. Like I live 30 minutes up north. It's like I didn't have a good night's sleep 3 times. So having your own stuff really actually does make a difference in these moments.
So what's something that you need to bring from your home setup to feel comfortable?
Oh my God, that's a great question. I would say mouse. It's between mouse or keyboard, because keyboard, you know, the clicks, they matter. There's a different like pace to them and a feel. Yeah. But mouse is a second up for me. Headphones, I can wear anything.
Mouse is very important. It's the one that moves. You know, like it's as dumb of a sentence as that is to say. Like, it's such an important thing. And by the way, if you're here for the Apex Legends event, we promised you the players are getting set up in their stations as quickly as possible. We are giving them the time to get their specific keyboards, their specific mice plugged in. You can see the streamers here on your screen dialing the settings in. There's a lot of things to get set up that maybe you don't think about, that you take for granted here, Stella, that you don't realize you set this one setting years ago, and it's just been the same on your home computer the whole time.
Yeah, and they get to stream team here. They get to show their perspectives, which is awesome because you also get stream time, but you're also here competing, which is incredible. So there's a lot to calibrate, of course, but also got to get those gifted subs while you can, right?
Yeah, and you know, one of the teams here that I think is really just a phenomenal showcase is what Vicky has put together. Vicky Palami running with, I think, Castillo and Yanya. These are guys who from Luminosity Gaming at the time of championships were seriously in the conversation of top 3. And Vicky herself, such an incredible representation of the LATAM community in Apex Legends, but also just a sick player and a great personality that you'd be lucky to hang out with here. She's going to be competing, and this is one of the teams actually I think is maybe a dark horse to win all of it.
I mean,
we all just got lost in the game.
Mesmerized by the headshots here.
You know, I'm used to
it's
talking
impressive stuff. I love seeing these competitors compete. I was wondering, Glitter, of the people on the stage, you are one of the only people in these couches who has actually sat in one of these booths before for this type of competition. We were saying mice, headsets. You know, what's the thing that's important to you for you as a competitor, a former competitor, and what was important to you in these moments?
It's always the mouse.
It is?
It's always the mouse.
Always the mouse.
Yeah.
No keyboard.
Honestly,
you can kind of switch that
people
up.
will fight me on this, but I can adapt pretty well for keyboards.
Okay.
It's the mouse that
Okay.
I cannot switch up.
Cannot switch a mouse.
Hmm.
Okay. See, I think sometimes there's like that away kind of random advantage where you loosen up. You know you're not on your home peripheral material, and you just like, sometimes I play better with a higher sensitivity, weirder mouse. Has anyone you've never had that?
Are you good?
Because I've played at events where they give you stuff and it's just not yours, and you're like, well, there's nothing I could do, and it's just like, oh wow, this is nice. I might have got in a rut with my old stuff.
I sort of relate to where you're coming
There's
from,
a
but as a
little bit
player
there.
that has tried, who kind of was naturally a wrist player, and has been trying to move to an arm player, the moment I go back to the high and I have to go back to it feels more familiar, you know? So I kind of get that for you. Let's talk a little bit about the format we're going to be playing here, because we said the last 2 games will be standard Battle Royale that you're used to, but the first one will be Shadow Royale. Stella, what is Shadow Royale? How does this game work?
Oh my god, so this is kind of the Halloween spooky mode, which there are jump scares in this game mode, so people opening bins are going to get a little bit scared. But basically, when you're down, you're not out, because eliminated players come back as shadows, which, if you remember, that was kind of Revenant's thing for starting out. So you come back and your melee damage does 50 as a shadow. So basically, as long as one person in your team is alive, your teammates can keep respawning, which is really cool, but it gets pretty overwhelming really quickly.
Yeah, we cast a little bit of it and it was like, you know, what is the strategy going to be here? Is it beneficial to have one shadow on your squad while you're playing high level just because it has that respawn? You can be a little riskier with some of your plays, or, you know, obviously high ground. A lot of cool things that are different than standard Apex with this.
Well, we can explain Shadow Royale to you as much as we want, but it's probably easiest just to show you.
The legends have returned. This time, I'm ready for you. Welcome back.
I'm weak, and you're dead.
Do not hide your true colors. They are your strength.
You hear the beat of the drum. You hear the beat of the gun. Echo, boom, echo. Magnifique. No trees for you, compadre.
Oh no, I killed. Who are you again? Never mind, I don't care. You can do better, skin suit.
All right, it looks pretty spooky. I feel like there are specific skins, not just the ones that are available as this event, but just in general that would more lend themselves to the darkness of the map, you know, maybe? I don't know. Am I crazy here?
You're crazy, okay. But not here.
But other than that.
Not here, yeah.
Let's talk about, we asked chat earlier to make a tier list of the legends in the game. I want to get from you 3 experts here. We'll start with you, Stella.
Okay, all right.
Who's in your S tier? How do you want to break this down?
Okay, yeah, we can start with S tier. No pressure, right? Oh my god.
All right,
So yeah, for the first, I had Seer, Pathfinder, and Horizon. Now, Seer has kind of dominated recently. I know. Seer's also been a little bit controversial recently, just because he feels pretty powerful. So, but I'm like, he's in the game. You can use him. He's pretty great.
Has Pathfinder would you both agree Pathfinder's S tier?
No, I wouldn't. But I love Stella going there because it's something to talk about.
Well, yeah, because
I want to know why you put Pathfinder up there. Because
I mean, have you seen it's Timmy play Pathfinder? Like he can solo it.
Timmy, though.
I know, but like once you get down Pathfinder's movement, you can flank enemy teams so quickly, and your survivability just is incredible. So it is a battle royale. You do want to play for placement, and if you are the last person standing, Pathfinder's a pretty good solo teammate that you can rely on.
I'll always remember the early days of TwitchRivals, the first Apex Legends show. We had this guy named Dreadnought, one of my dear friends on. He's a longtime Apex Legends caster. He's moved on to other things now. But yeah, Wade Penfold, wonderful person.
Shout out, Wade.
Big shout out to Wade. Very first Apex Legends show, he comes on, we're like, so who are going to be the strong legends? And he's like, Pathfinder, absolutely is going to change this game. No one played Pathfinder that tournament. But then like give it like 4 months, everyone was playing Pathfinder. He knew it before it happened. He saw it coming down the pipeline.
To give credit to this, we are probably going to see more people play Pathfinder in this tournament because it's a really content creator friendly legend. You can do a lot of individual high level play. But also, I mean, in the beginning of Apex Legends, that was the high level legend. It was Pathfinder, it was Watson, it was Gibraltar, it was Wraith, right? That was the combination that was being played at the highest level. So there's some truth there. Not sure if it's this time though, Stella. I have a different opinion.
Literally throw you. Do you really want to do this right now?
And you know I'm not going to test it because she probably could. She was.
I'm down to see you verbally trash him here. Let's defend your tier list now.
Okay, so my tier list really is a reflection of what we've seen.
Hold on, there's too many people in your S tier.
Well, the way
there was a limit.
The way I qualify, I didn't get the limit requirement. My bad. But the way I qualify is these teams are almost must-haves. These teams are guaranteed to improve your composition in any way or form. A and B end up being things that are used, maybe for a certain situation more effective. But the two that I want to note there today, Newcastle, which is a legend that I think is really underrated right